Hello, Durud and Shalom. We be live.
Hello, everyone. I know that you guys are all frustrated at 100% on the frustration meter here. So, to ease your frustrations, let me just tell you a couple of things here. You guys thought I was going to go and review everything, did you? No, actually, there's explosions. Yes, there are explosions. So, there are explosions in the Strait of Hormuz at the moment, and it is believed that the Islamic Republic, after declaring that the Strait of Hormuz was closed, is now firing on ships. Ooh, I don't know what the US is going to do about that one, guys. Looks like we're going straight back in it. I don't know. Wasn't part of the deal. Looks like, I don't know if that was part of the deal to fire on the ships there, Islamic Republic. Thought you guys signed it. Thought you guys wanted to. Oh, there we go. Sound of an explosion yet again. All right. Initial reports of an airstrike on Bandar Genave. Explosions in Bandar. Oh. Did you guys seriously think that for the 15th time you were going to believe that Donald Trump was going to just suddenly back off? Well, think again. We've been here 10 times before, and this won't be the last time that we'll be here. No, it won't.
Oh my God. Wait, what happened? Really? I didn't see this. Tell us.
I mean, you guys might be saying, what explosion are you talking about, Ali? It's just the sound of the agreement being made, which you're absolutely correct. It all depends on your perspective here. So it seems like that the Islamic Republic didn't like that their ships have been crossing. So keep in mind, what we were talking about yesterday was that the US Navy went in, blew up all the radars, right? So now they just can't see if there's more and more ships crossing the Strait of Hormuz. They can't see if American aircraft are overhead, and they're freaking out. So that they're seeing ships cross the Strait of Hormuz after they said, hey, no. The Islamic Republic decided to start launching missiles. And it looks like the US Navy didn't really like that. So it looks like some retaliation is in order. However, we don't know if this changes things. So we'll see as the live stream goes on. Looks like we always catch things at the right moment here.
What a roller coaster today. We went from, oh my God, they're taking Hark Island to no, we're actually going to sign something in Europe in 2 days this weekend to all of a sudden now again. I don't know, man. This is the Ali, have you ever seen anything like this? This is crazy.
Yeah, I've seen this happen in the past 6 months, but before that, no. Well, yeah, they could just be defensive taps here. We'll see what's happening, but here's the thing. The IRGC just proved that they don't like the ships transiting the strait, which makes a lot of whole sense to me. But let's just zoom out. Let's just say these defensive tabs weren't happening at all. Let's look at it. Okay, so going back to what we were talking about yesterday, all the strikes were targeting the radar and all of the anti-air defense that the Islamic Republic has left. We also know, and I've been telling you, that the US Navy has been moving their ships closer and closer to Iran. Right now, they're really not that far off. They're like somewhere between like 50 to 80 miles off the coast. Previously, it would be like 400 miles. So we're a lot closer. And what does that mean? Well, as Jeffrey tells us, tempo, the rate at which you can do whatever you want to do, goes up. You can do it faster, you can do it more. And that's what we're going to be looking at here. So just think out this way. If I went in and blinded my enemy, I just poked them in the eye, you can't see, why not take a step back, assess the situation, bring all my friends, so that when my opponent opens his eyes again, he's surrounded by 20 men. I think that's the strategy.
So you think that this whole talk of a deal might be a distraction while the United States keeps moving closer and closer?
I started theorizing that a while ago, and I was like, well, I don't really have any supporting evidence for it. And to be fair, things can change at any moment. But the pattern that I saw and believed in was that every time that we are quote unquote close to making a deal, Donald
Mhm.
Trump moves the goalpost. He himself will move and demand more from the Islamic Republic, and it pisses them off. And then he comes and says, "Oh, we had a deal, but they said no. We're dealing with more reasonable people, but they said no." And it's just pissing off the regime supporters more and more and more. And by the way, did I ever tell you that IRGC supporter group chat that I joined is actually people who listen to Farce News?
Right. Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw
so
that.
these guys watch Islamic State media and then they come into this group chat and they discuss it. And no wonder they're always pissed because, I mean, makes sense, right? Donald Trump comes and says, "Hey, we made a deal." Islamic Republic media comes and says, "What are you talking about? We didn't make any deal." And then Donald Trump, a couple days later, comes out and says, "Oh, we had a deal, but they said no." Back to bombing. So on paper, what did we do? We did the 40-day war, then we did the ceasefire, now we're prepped up again, and then boom, we're doing explosions, repeating the same sort of strategy, which has never changed. And we're slowly choking them.
But how long
So
how long is this going to last? This whole like, oh my God,
I
where
wish
was
it
the deal?
ended.
And then boom.
I wish it ended yesterday. I wish it was over a long time ago. Every time you hear these sickening stories about what's happening in the Islamic Republic to the people, makes me resent that things didn't end sooner. But, right, because I feel it. I can't control what I feel, but I can control my reaction to my feeling. And I realize that if this is the way, and if this is what it takes, which we are still on the right path, in my opinion, then this is what it takes. This is where we are.
Well, that's a good way to look at it. I'm seeing from Vahid Online. Look at this. Vahid Online is confirming a lot of explosions.
Yep. Shin
Wow.
also blasts near Sirik, which is the naval base for their speedboats, the IRGC speedboats in the Strait of Hormuz.
So, Mehr News Agency affiliated with the Islamic Propaganda Organization wrote in a post, explosion heard near Sirik Beach. Details remain unclear. Local sources in Hormuzgan province reported hearing an explosion in the sea about 2 kilometers off the coast of Sirik. The cause and source of the sound have not yet been confirmed. Local sources in the Sirik region, Hormuzgan province, say that an explosion was heard. Yeah, so these are multiple different. There is still no precise information about the nature and cause of the explosion. So yeah, just more. The Iranian Broadcasting Agency said that Sadosi more. Yeah, this is all just Sirik.
Yeah, so and it's off the coast of Sirik. It's in the Strait of Hormuz itself, and it's largely believed to be that the Islamic Republic is firing on commercial ships, just the oil tankers that are getting through.
Can I just remind people of something that might make everybody happier? Okay. I know, like, President Trump just called off the attacks, and we were all hoping for a nice boom boom tonight, right? Like a nice, aggressive, violent, kinetic operation, while of course not violating any ceasefires, while maintaining a ceasefire, right? Like very aggressive ceasefire. That's what we were hoping for. Of course, you could never violate it. Like, you could never break the ceasefire. This is the most resilient ceasefire of all time, by the way. You could basically bomb as many things as you want, and it would still be a ceasefire. So we were hoping for a very fiery ceasefire tonight, and that has been canceled. But President Trump did say, yeah, I wanted fireworks show. Yeah, me too, Texas Troop. But President Trump did say, and this is the part that people don't pay attention to, is that the blockade is still on. Unless the blockade is still on, guys, people think like, oh, the Islamic Republic is buying time. How are they buying time? They are, every single second that passes by, they're losing a shit ton of revenue. Like they are suffocating here right now. So I hope the blockade is still there until we have a surrender deal. And honestly, people think like, oh my God, the Islamic Republic was saved because there were no boom booms. The Islamic Republic is losing more every single day from the blockade, more than the bombardments every single day. And you could measure that in dollar amounts. Like every explosion, you could like figure out the cost associated with that explosion, and then you could measure the cost associated with blockade. It's so much more. The cost associated with the blockade is so much more than the explosions, but they're not as interesting. So we think that nothing is happening, but it is happening. And I think all of these explosions that now we're hearing at the Persian Gulf demonstrates the desperation of the Islamic Republic trying to gain some control. It just shows that they're desperate. And honestly, I do believe the Islamic Republic is trying to negotiate with President Trump, and they're being a lot more flexible than they're pretending. They're not as flexible as they need to be to get a surrender, but they're being a lot more flexible than people think, because this is killing them.
And we've been here before. The blockade remains, but I call off the attacks. We've heard that.
Yeah.
And it looks like, so Islamic Republic state media has confirmed, most of them pretty much have confirmed that yes, we were shooting at a oil tanker that was trying to get through. And it looks like we're getting preliminary reports, unverified yet, that you guys remember that petrochemical plant we hit last night? That town looks like we're hitting it again.
Did we? Because I keep hearing it like, no, we didn't. It was, and then Americans came out and said like we did only military. So did we actually hit a petrochemical last night?
Shin confirmed it, but I mean, hey, you never know.
Okay, good. So yeah, tell me. Sorry, I interrupted you, but go on.
No, not at all. But yeah, it looks like explosions in Asaluya. This is again the southern coast of Iran, in between the Strait of Hormuz and Karg Island. So here's what I'm thinking. Nothing's actually changed, and you don't, until you sign everything, like if you agree on everything, then nothing is agreed on. So here, this is perfect. So Abigail is saying, I just saw Trump say there's an agreement. So we shouldn't believe it. You know, this question, you've asked this question to yourself before, right? And the answer is what? Time will tell for most of you. And for some of you, you just don't even want to think about it. Both are totally fine. But if we just go back to the same things that I've been saying this entire time, and I can't believe how simple it is, it's really just, do you think the Islamic Republic will give up the uranium? And if you don't believe that, then you should believe that we will not achieve any sort of deal.
I mean, if we do get a deal like that, so there's only three options the way I see it. By the way, like whenever there are some super chats that we should read before it gets irrelevant, before we move to other topics. But Ali, let me know if you see it this way. There's only three options. Either, I mean, I don't know if I'm exhausting all the options, so you let me know if I'm missing anything, okay? Either there's not going to be any deal because the red lines, the conditions are too far away. There's no way to bridge that gap, okay? And we're going to not have a deal. Option number one. Option number two, the Islamic Republic allows the enrichment of uranium to leave Iran, which would, if they do that, that would be a surrender deal. That would be the end of the Islamic Republic. That would be the beginning of the end. Or President Trump gives up on his red lines. These are so let's look at you could basically decide which one of them is more possible. So either President Trump gives up on the red lines that he has been insisting on for many, many years, calling the Obama deal, the JCPOA, the worst deal in history. So either he gives up on those red lines, and which is really hard to believe that he would do that, or that's hard to believe, or the Islamic Republic does something that is very hard to believe. Basically, after the Americans and Israelis killed the supreme leader, Mujtaba Khamenei, or whoever is speaking for him, allows the Americans to come to Iran and take out the enriched uranium. Like that is really hard to believe that. Like imagine if you're how would you be able to save face among the regime supporters? The very people who are responsible for killing the supreme leader, now we're allowing them to come to Iran and take out the enriched uranium. Like that's over. If you do that, that's over for you, right? So that's also seems so hard to believe that would happen. I mean, nothing is impossible. It's just so hard to believe. This is why, we think like, okay, well then it has to be, or in what? I mean, it doesn't have to be, but the highest probability, not certain, but the highest probability is that there's not going to be a deal, and I mean, a deal that would allow the Islamic Republic to survive, like because those two other options seem unlikely. Does that make sense?
And aren't we so lucky that we have our enemies be so retarded?
Yes.
It's the best thing you could possibly ask for, is that your enemies have already tied their hands before anything ever starts. So they are slaves to their own supporters, ruling over a country which they have 95% of the population against them. They have to just take everything that happens to them and still somehow spin it into a win while losing inch after inch of ground every single day, no matter what they do. So it's a matter of time. The red lines from either side are not going to move. And that's about it. Honestly, I don't think Trump will make a deal, or I don't think he'll pursue a deal once we reach the execution range, which is that Trump knows 100% that he can now finish off the regime in one fell swoop. We reach that, I think
Ooh.
he's going to just execute them. There's no point in this deal anymore. But I think until then, his plan is to frustrate me and you, Armin, as much as possible, and also to frustrate the regime as much as possible. So we have clips for you guys from Trump's statements in the White House today. Basically, he'll come out and say, "Oh yeah, Mujtaba, like the supreme leader, yeah, he agreed, yeah." Or we're talking to more competent, reasonable people. Well, we've seen this before. So many people in the regime come and say, like, "Who is he talking to? Who is he talking to? Why are they agreeing to this?" Then boom, all of the regime state media, Tasnim, Fars, Sabit, every one of them comes out and says, "We didn't call him begging him to stop. We didn't agree on anything. We're never going to change our positions on anything." The foreign ministry comes out again today, official statement. "We will not change our red lines. We will not be pressured onto the negotiating table. We're not going to sign what Trump is talking about, this memorandum of understanding." And it's like, okay, so what does this tell you? The regime is fractured. Why is it fractured? Because Donald Trump fractured it. Let's be honest. If you told them from the get-go, "Hey, I'm going to come and F you up. I'm going to kill every single one of you guys," they'd be like, "Well, damn. All right, let's stick together until we beat Trump or survive him, and then we can go back to deciding who's going to take over the Islamic Republic. Is it the IRGC? Is it the Boots? Is it the Mullahs? Is it what?" Right now, it's just like everyone's fighting everyone. We've been telling you guys also about the fractures. You'll have members of parliament that come out, say one thing, they flame the supreme leader. Another guy comes out and says, "Hey, maybe you guys could follow us instead. Maybe, this and that." Well, here we are. At the end of the day, here we are. No matter how frustrated you and I are, and I'm frustrated, I was in a bad mood today because of this. When I woke up in a good mood and then immediately became quite upset when I read that. And not because I was like, oh God, it's over. He's gonna pack up and leave. But I was like, can we just hurry? Can we just speed things along? But I get it. This is how Donald Trump chooses to proceed. And so far, it's been working.
I mean, yeah, guys, again, I see some people frustrated in our chat. And I just, like, one thing you need to remember again, the Islamic Republic is weaker than it has ever been. That is still true. That is still true. That has not changed. We have made so much progress in so little time. And I understand that you guys wanted it to happen faster, but it is still faster than anybody could have imagined just a few years ago. And Ali, maybe when we say we wish they chose a faster option, maybe there is no faster option. Maybe this is the fastest option, even though it's not as fast as what we want. Like, how do we know? Like, people are like, oh, I wish they did this so we get there faster. How do you know? You know what it reminds me of? You know, sometimes how people, when they get stuck in traffic and they see this lane going faster and they switch to the lane, and then as soon as they switch to the lane, and then the lane that they were in starts moving faster. I think we're the guys are like, oh my God, that lane is faster. But you don't know. Maybe if you just stay here, maybe this lane is the fastest lane.
Yep, I agree. And you know, RX10 sent us a super chat with a question here. A good question. And he says, RX10 with the super chat, can we trust the IRGC to save us from a bad deal? Every time. Every time. Every single time. This is why I'm telling you, we're so lucky. We are actually so lucky that they've tied their hands with their retarded ideology this entire time. There's nothing better. Think about it. Think about any other country out there. They would have made a deal. They would have, done something that would have ended the hostility. No matter what they had to do, they would do it as long as they could keep power. They would have, whatever it was, they would have done it. Not these guys.
I do want to appreciate how not just Iranians, but so many non-Iranians are in a rush to get this done for the sake of Iranians. I just want to say, I appreciate you guys. I genuinely appreciate you guys. No matter what happens, the amount of love that we have seen globally for the Iranian people is unlike anything I've ever seen before. I know it's a difficult situation, but one thing we know, unlike all the other years, we're not alone anymore, right? For we have been fighting the Islamic Republic, and for 47 years, well, actually, mostly for the last 10 years, a lot of it was before full reform, but most of it, we felt like we were invisible, and we don't feel invisible anymore. The whole world saw the Iranian people and the Islamic Republic the same, even though they couldn't be any further apart, and even though we were in a battle for our lives and the future of our country. And one thing that has changed in just the past few months is that the world is seeing us, and we don't feel alone. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you all. That's all I can really say and sum it up into that. So for those of you that might have just joined, you can see that the title of the stream is still that the United States attacks. Well, that's not a lie. Okay. So
Just remove the super chat. Yeah, I remove it.
Oh, sorry. So it's not a lie. Like, this is happening. This is reported 60 seconds ago. This is after the explosions in the Strait of Hormuz. So Bandar Abbas, you guys all know what that is at this point. It's the biggest port in the Islamic Republic. You guys are quite familiar because we've heard this exact phrase 20 times. So that's why. But going back to the super chats here. Boboism, who says peace is interrupted or interpreted as being weak by Muslims. So Muslims want war. What do you think about that?
It's a common misconception that Islam, means peace. Okay, basically the same root words as the salama, like salam, right? So salam means like peace be upon you. Islam has the same root, so Islam must mean peace, right? Islam does not mean peace. The reason why peace and Islam are so connected is because Islam means submission, and submission brings stability. And from an Islamic perspective, stability and peace are basically close to each other because you submit. So Islam is submission. It's a submission to Allah. It's not peace. And you get peace. You do get peace in Islam, according to Islam, once all submit to Allah. When all submit to Allah, then you get peace. But to bring people to submit to Allah, you have to use violence and force to get people to submit to Allah. And after you use war and violence and force to make people submit to Allah, after that, you will be in peace. You will be in peace as slaves of God, as slaves of Allah. So basically, you will have chains and you will love your chains. We will bring war to make you submit, and as prisoners, as slaves of Allah in chains of Islam, you will have peace, but you will be prisoners of Islam.
Sign me up. Get me in there right now. That sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, the explosions in the Strait of Hormuz, because the Islamic Republic started firing on oil tankers, is true. The explosions in Bandar Abbas that just happened is being denied by Islamic Republic state media, but is being confirmed by Iranians, like people on the ground.
Interesting.
Yeah, to the next one. Sarato Hosoda, thank you for the super chat. He says, Happy Day of the Unmanned Systems Forces of Ukraine. Slava Ukraine.
Oh.
Slava
Ukraine, yeah.
Payande Iran.
Yes. Payande Iran. Thank you.
Yeah, Armin, did you know that Ukraine is just slapping Russia around?
I know. I'm hearing. I'm not going into a lot of details about it because I'm focusing on Iran a lot. But I'm seeing the headlines.
Yeah. So, oil prices. Basically, I'll sum it up for you guys in maybe like 30 seconds. Oil prices up. Russia exporter of oil. Russia make money from oil. Ukraine no like that. Ukraine hit all Russia oil. Russia no more oil selling. Russia poor. Russia economy failing. Russia economic ministers say country will fail economically in 2 years. Ukraine speed that up by hitting all of their logistics on the front. Russia general says Ukraine front might collapse by end of this year. Ukraine winning. Russia no like that. Russia start threatening European countries. Russia say if European countries help Ukraine, big glow.
Oh. Oh my God, that was perfect. Good job. I never seen anybody explaining it like as if you're a five-year-old. Like literally, this is perfect. If that actually made it very understandable, easy to consider, is it very digestible? Thank you. Oh, caveman? I thought he was just talking to like a child, not a caveman. Yeah. Okay.
Ali, like your comments.
Oh, look at this one. Me old lady. Me like this Ellie. That was so
Yeah.
good. Good job. I like that. More of
Yeah.
that.
Thanks, Sarato. And the next one, so Abigail was saying, it's so nerve-wracking though. Both Iranians and Israelis, we need this regime change for our babies, the future of our people. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is what Iranians and Israelis get, but other people don't get. Not because they, it's understandable for why they don't get it. It's because they don't live it. They don't like for other people. For many other people, this is the news. Okay, this is the news. For us Israelis and Iranians, this is our this is life and death.
Yeah, it's our entire future.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right, Abigail.
certainly sure.
And the next super chat here is by Sarah Ocean, our sister, who says, we're getting more images and videos of the massacre in mixed messages from Trump at the same time. Our lizard brains are not good at reconciling the two. Yeah. Well, I mean, our emotions are not good at reconciling the two.
Yeah,
It's
I
hard
mean,
not only getting the pics and vids, Armin, but it's also hard hearing that every day there's more and more misery and then executions, and you're like, why am I hearing Donald Trump say we're stopping? Why am I hearing him say let's talk? You know? Because like we think if we were him, we wouldn't never say that. We would never say let's talk. We would just hit them and hit them and hit them.
actually, let me share this video again that just came out. This was based on what Sarah is saying. Like this is what some Iranians are seeing, and then because they see the will of the Iranian people and how determined they are to get rid of the regime, and that's why they cannot accept anybody talking to this regime, or that's why it's hard to accept. That's why it's just hard to accept anything else other than constantly destroying the Islamic Republic, right? So we should understand this perspective because this is where the Iranian people are. Like this video came out. By the way, warning guys, this is hard to watch, but let me actually explain it for people who don't want to watch, maybe. So, video received by Iran International shows an injured protester shot by security agents during the nationwide revolution of January with a bloody foot and in a weak voice, still chanting Javid Shah, long live the king. So this is right during the early January. This video just came out, but it's from early January. This man was shot in the leg, and he's still fighting. He's still fighting. Watch this.
Javid Shah, 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 Javid Shah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see that, and then you hear, let's talk, let's negotiate.
Hopefully, the negotiations will help get us there faster. Hopefully, it's designed to do that.
Yeah. So a quick update and what I think about what just happened in the Strait of Hormuz is basically this. The US Navy is escorting ships, and the Islamic Republic has fired at least one of them just so they can tell their followers that, hey, there was a ship that tried to pass by. We shot at it and it had to turn around. But in reality, the US has been escorting multiple ships every night, like even dozens at a time. So we're still escorting ships. The Islamic Republic is still trying to save face. We're still hitting Sirik and Bandar Abbas. Yeah.
But isn't that none of that isn't is hurting the Islamic Republic in a way that will make the Islamic Republic consider a deal. You know what I mean? Like everything that. So here's the thing: every single explosion that you hear in the South, it's only meant for reducing the Islamic Republic's ability to control what's happening in the Strait of Hormuz. And it's the explosions that you're hearing in southern Iran is for the sake of energy, the energy market, right? It does nothing to reduce IRGC's ability to maintain power. It doesn't threaten their existence. You know what I mean? It doesn't help them reduce. It doesn't reduce their suppression ability of the Iranian people. So this is why we want to hear boom booms in Tehran. This is why explosions in Bandar Abbas, or the islands in the Persian Gulf, that is not going to inflict a pain on the Islamic Republic. When we start hearing explosions in Tehran, then we can know that main regime officials are being taken out.
To give you guys a visual demonstration of what we're talking about, this is how outside of the box you have to think. This is what's been happening. Oh, let me not spoil it for you guys. Actually, let me go back to the beginning of the video and then boom. All right, ready? Let's take a look. All right, so how's he going to get to his car?
What is this?
And that is exactly how I think the strategy is going. Okay.
What?
It's unexpected. And I saw this on my X feed. And I was like, that's perfect. That's literally, I'm going to show this to everyone. I'm going to be like, this is exactly what's happening. But did you hear about Donald Trump saying that Mojtaba, that the supreme leader, approved the deal?
I did not expect that at all in the middle of this. But go on, say it again. Sorry.
Did you hear that Donald Trump said the supreme leader has accepted the deal?
He said that the higher. No, play that video. Oh my God, no, I haven't seen that. Do you have more clips from the White House?
Yeah, I do. I have a few.
Okay.
So let's take a listen.
Maybe this weekend. It'll be soon. Maybe this weekend.
And has the Supreme Leader approved this deal, sir?
I understand the answer is yes.
And when this deal is signed, is the United States going to immediately lift the blockade?
Yes, that's true. That's part of the deal.
And just
And
one.
you'll have oil prices dropping like a rock.
And sir, have you actually secured an agreement on the discussions about the nuclear material and the nuclear negotiations?
Yes, conceptually on that, and nobody's getting close to it because it's buried under a mountain. It'll be soon.
So not only did he say the supreme leader agreed, but he also said, yes, we'll lift the blockade, and yes, we achieved the nuclear deal in theory. That's big talk. That's big talk when the regime comes out and directly says today, the foreign ministry saying that no such thing happened. We didn't agree on anything.
At this point, nothing that is being said is an indication. Oh, let me actually remove this. Nothing that is being said is an indication of what is happening, in my opinion. So to me, I'm just gonna I think we just have to wait and see what happens. And we might, if they're saying that tomorrow President Trump is going to be meeting with Mojtaba Khamenei directly, okay, and signing a deal with each other and giving each other a hug, to me, this might mean that they're going to go full on kinetic head-to-head military operation, blowing up everyone remaining on the boom boom bingo sheet. And if they say that's what they're going to do, if they say they're going to go blow everything up, the next day after, we might actually say, like, actually, everything, we're seconds away from a deal and no more military operations. So basically, it's that what is being said and what is happening could be so far apart that the only thing we can do is just wait to see what happens rather than what is being said, right? Because it seems like the description of what's happening and what's happening have the lowest amount of correlation ever with each other. So there's no indication like of what's actually going to happen. We just have to wait and see.
I actually feel so much better recently because this has all been a pattern. And I feel like I've been here 3 times before. And so I feel like my emotions are sort of used to it. So I'm dealing with it even better.
I think the only pattern I see is a lack of pattern.
Really?
Yeah. No, I mean, that could be a pattern of itself. Just basically the absence of pattern is a pattern.
You know, I was thinking today that I'm worried that we're repeating this pattern. And I'm like, why don't we shake it up a bit more? Like, be a little bit more unexpected.
Yes. Okay. So, yeah, it's basically predictably unpredictable. This is the most predictable thing about President Trump is that he's going to be unpredictable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you saying that there's been reported explosions, yeah, we totally got that. We actually said that within like the first 30 seconds of going live. So
yeah, Ali reported it within like seconds after it happened. It was mentioned.
Yeah, you guys thought I was going to give you the whole speech of like, oh, come on, guys. You know, I was like, nope.
Nope. Boom, boom.
This is what's happening. Boom booms once again. But this time, the boom booms are very sneaky. It looks like they only hit 3 places quietly. But I was going to share another clip. Where did it go? There it is. All right, let's take a look.
President, just to follow up on that, you have said before that Iran and the United States were close to a deal. It has not happened yet. Why are you so convinced that this time is different?
Because they've taken a pounding. They've taken a pounding like very few people could take. And they want to make the deal a lot more than I do. And we could have had it done the other way, I guess, but it would have taken longer.
President, just to follow
I need to listen to that again.
They've taken a pounding like very few people could take.
You're not wrong about that. I mean, absolutely. I'm not sure who could take a pounding harder than that. Anyway, what do you guys think about that? But let's go back to the super chats here. Oh, yeah.
Come on, guys. You all thought the same thing. Don't call it every single one of you. Look at this.
You know, Sanatos, pull up Sanatos where they're saying, I think they can take a little more. Yeah, I mean, he did say few people, so let's just make it a pounding that no one else could take. But it's great that he says these things because it just inflames, right? It's just like poking a sore spot of the regime. It's lovely.
Yeah.
Just like how he's saying, oh yeah, I'm probably not the Supreme Leader's favorite person. I killed his dad, his family, his wife, his kids. He's losing a leg, but he's a professional. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we could talk it out. It's okay.
Yeah, we can talk it out.
You know what I say? I see Mushtaba just crying on Trump's shoulder. Just basically Trump says, it's okay. Like, you killed my dad. You killed my mom. Like, it's okay. Let it all out. Let it all out.
Like the dictator where he's hugging him, but then he goes like, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Boaism here is saying trust Trump. Trust Trump. What do you think? Should we trust Trump?
I think we don't trust geopolitics is not about trust at all. I think, it's about interest. You don't trust anybody. You always look at what people's motivations are, and you try to find areas of alignment. And when there's mutual alignment of goals, then you don't rely on trust. You rely on the fact that you're moving in the same direction because you have common interest. That's what I think.
It would be so good for Trump to take out the Islamic Republic. It can be a huge deterrence for World War III, and not to mention so many other things. So, yeah, we can trust that he has those interests, and that those interests, to a large extent, maybe like 80%, overlap with ours. And the Persian American, who's
Noah.
in our discussion group, Noah, saying the deal is they go to Russia before we boom them, we hope.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, they should. Remember that rumor about how Mojtaba went to Russia to get treatment for his wounds? That was in the beginning.
Oh, yeah. Wait, Mojtaba went where to get treated for his
The
wounds?
rumor was that Mojtaba went to Moscow to get treatment
Yeah.
from Putin.
Mojtaba did go to the UK to get treatment for not being able to have a baby.
Well, I mean, he didn't even get that far.
Oh.
To get to the stage where he wants a baby. He just couldn't even start that process. You know what I mean?
Because he's into little boys?
He's into the male nurses at his hospital. Yeah. Oh, well. Hey, we don't judge, right?
I mean, he could have it. Oh, never mind.
No. Oh,
never mind.
Too much? Okay. Nima Farsi here, or Nima Farce, saying, the last 2 times we put boots on the ground, it took 20 years. Trump is trying to come up with a new strategy that will speed things a lot faster. We're also not the same. It's just not the same equation. It's not the same problem to solve. It's a completely different one.
Yeah. And we have boots on the ground. It's the Iranian people. They're already there. All you need to do is arm them. By the way, guys, I have more videos. The campaign, the Armos campaign, is still going on. And I have videos that I haven't even posted yet.
Can you show us after the super chats?
I can show you the one I posted. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, guys, I think we should be grateful. Nima's point is that this isn't going to take 20 years. There's no way. There's no way it's going to take 20 years. It's going to be less than that. No matter what, it's going to be less. We should be
ready for that, but we should be, but we should be ready for that. But we should also be ready for fighting for 20 years, in my opinion.
Fair enough.
I think our mindset should be that this could take 2 days or 20 years.
Yeah, I agree. True. And Mr. Ed with the motorbike saying, Trump always mentions the 40,000 Iranians slaughtered by the IRGC. That means no deal with them.
He does mention IRGC, the fact that the IRGC killed and the proxies killed 40,000. He does mention it more than most leaders. He does mention that. I mean, I do appreciate the fact that he keeps bringing attention back to the Iranian people. That is nice.
And I don't appreciate the fact that people just ignore that he says that. It seems like all the other foreign leaders just completely ignore it.
So, did you hear about the Bandera bus explosions? Rahid Online is saying it.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We don't know if it's... so a lot of people in Iran confuse the sound of missiles being launched with explosions, like as in missiles landing. So while we did hear a confirmation of that, And we've heard reports that Asaluya and a couple other parts were hit. We don't know if these are all right now, if they're missiles launching or landing. To be honest with you, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. And Sarah Ocean is saying, Ali June is sassy today. I like it. I have to cope somehow. Yeah, thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Oh,
Thank you
man.
for all the super chats.
I have to cope. I feel like I'm going crazy. But Boboism here is saying that Israel means God wrestler. Is that true?
Yes. Yep. One who wrestles with God.
Huh. Yeah, I've never heard about
in
that.
In the Bible, he fights God, and then he wins, and so that's what Israel means, God wrestler.
Oh, and he wins?
Yeah, he wins against God.
No wonder the Muslims hate the Jews. Thanks, Boboism. And Amir, the cricket, who says, ceasefire with love taps, deal with explosions. Praise to Allah. Who else think Trump mastered Takia?
That's what what the mullahs should basically. Where's the line? Hold on. You use my spells against me, Potter? Like that's the line that should be used. How dare you use my own spells against me? That's exactly what I got some updates after you go through the super chats.
So we know for sure that the explosions are the IRGC shooting on oil tankers. That's for sure. I want more confirmation that the US Navy hit back.
What did we know for sure? Like, what was the source for this?
For sure is everyone. Even the state media agreed that they shot at the oil tanker. So everyone's saying that for sure. It looks like the IRGC is still firing a couple more missiles or drones, but we haven't heard about them landing, hitting, or whatever. So it's been a little bit quiet in the last few minutes, and I'm not used to that after the past week. At this time, usually I'm getting bombarded.
You want to see what Mark Levin is saying?
Yeah.
Mark Levin is saying, if all these government, so actually he's referring, you guys know what he's referring to, right? President Trump has basically announced that there's an agreement coming very soon, and he listed all the countries that have agreed to it. Let me actually maybe bring up President Trump's post calling off the attacks. Here, let's actually read this one more time, because that's what is causing all this. So President Trump said, based on the fact that discussions with the Islamic Republic of Iran have been brought to the highest level of Iranian leadership and approved, I have, as President of the United States of America, canceled the scheduled strikes and bombings against Iran this evening. Discussions and final points have been, in both concept and great detail, approved by all parties involved, including the United States, Israel, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, Turkey, Pakistan, Bahrain, Kuwait, Jordan, Egypt, and others. The naval blockade will remain in full force and effect until this transaction is finalized. Time and place of the signing to be announced shortly. Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America. So then Mark Levin pointed out If all these governments have agreed on this deal, it's amazing how all these governments signed up so fast. What we were announcing would be bombing ASAP. Since it's done, can we see it? What is in this deal? Can we see it? Let me see. Let me see.
It
Oh my
looks like
God,
he's a little
so
frustrated too.
he's very oh my God, he's very frustrated. He's been frustrated for a while.
So this deal, what people are largely believing, I saw like a few different places show this, but this is what they're saying. So they're saying 60-day ceasefire, reopen the strait within 30 days of that ceasefire, start removing the sanctions bit by bit so that the Islamic Republic can sell oil, keep negotiating about the nuclear and get it done by the end of the 60-day ceasefire, and then halt all hostilities on all fronts. Do you know what this sounds like? This
Just
sounds
away.
like the Islamic Republic's memorandum of understanding. This is what the Islamic Republic wants. I am hard pressed to believe that Donald Trump agreed to this. But it's nice to know that Mark Levin's just one of us. I mean, he's like as tired, as frustrated as we all are. And he's like, come on, Donald, just give me something. Give me something to say and support. Because he did. Donald Trump came out, ordered the bombings yesterday, and Mark Levin was like, oh my God, yes, Mr. President, this is the way to go. And then today he's like,
Okay, so look at this. Al Arabiya reported on Friday, well, just now, citing its sources that the draft final terms of the agreement between the US and the Islamic Republic include extending the ceasefire for 60 days and opening the Strait of Hormuz. According to Al Arabiya sources, negotiators will work during these 2 months to reach a permanent political solution. The sources added that the nuclear talks will focus on verification mechanisms, inspection procedures, and future restrictions, and that highly enriched uranium will also be discussed during this period. According to Al Arabiya sources, the US will facilitate access to some of the frozen assets of the Iranian government and will pursue the reduction and lifting of some sanctions within the framework of the agreement. The sources also said that the freedom of navigation will be restored based on the agreement between the US and the Islamic Republic, and that talks on Lebanon and regional security will continue after the agreement. So this is just basically 2 more months of just up and down and talking. That's what we're getting here. Just two guys. So we were waiting for 2 months for this whole ceasefire to end, and it did. Officially, it did today. We had 60 days. So what did we get at the end of the 60 days? Another 60 days. And Ali, you know what? What if we get then another 60 days at the end of that? So here's a prediction. What's going to happen in the next 60 days? Exactly what we've been seeing in the previous 60 days. Kind of like a fiery ceasefire for another 60 days. That's where we're going to be.
Yeah, that's what I thought would be the most likely scenario. We just extend this ceasefire. And by ceasefire, I mean ceasefire. Everything that has been happening. So yeah.
And we are also going to
frustrating.
watch. I mean, is it? I mean, the blockade will still be on, right? No?
Yeah.
The blockade
It's
will hopefully.
frustrating and necessary. Yeah.
and Israel will continue what it needs to do against Hezbollah, removing okay. So basically, from the three leverages the Islamic Republic has, only one of them works, and Israel is working on removing that, and we'll also get military, U.S. naval military assets get closer to where they need to be. It says blockade is removed, though. Let me actually read that again. Blockade is removed. Oh, you're right. Well, the blockade is removed at the end of the 60 days or right away, right now?
It's ambiguous. We don't know exactly, but Trump was saying when the deal is signed. So I don't know if he's
the
talking
deal,
about the
not the
memorandum or the
MOU.
deal.
Yeah, no, the MOU is not the deal. So if the blockade is removed when the deal is signed, that means not when the MOU is signed, right? Is President Trump calling the MOU the deal, or is he separating them?
If he is calling it the deal, then that's a loss. That's the Islamic Republic's terms, and he just loses in this deal. But my most frustrating part, other than the fact that the Iranian people keep on suffering, is that these escalations at some point will cause casualties in Israel and to American soldiers. Like, it is by pure chance that drone that hit the Apache helicopter didn't explode.
Yeah.
I thought I plugged in my phone and it's at 40%. I'll be 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay, let me read this again. See what how the blockade is. How they're talking about removing the blockade. Al Arabiya reported on Friday morning, June 12, citing its sources that the draft final terms of the agreement. Agreement, guys. When they say agreement, they're talking about the MOU, not the deal. Terms of the agreement between the U.S. and the Islamic Republic includes extending the ceasefire for 60 days and opening the Strait of Hormuz. Okay, so opening the Strait of Hormuz is in our favor. The Strait of Hormuz is not the blockade. Okay, opening the Strait of Hormuz is what the Islamic Republic is blocking, not what the United States is blocking. So, according to Al Arabiya sources, negotiators will work during these. Let me actually show it. Let's read it while I show it to you guys here. So we could analyze this together, right? Yeah, Al Arabiya reported on Friday morning, June 12, citing its sources that the draft final terms of the agreement between the U.S. and the Islamic Republic include extending the ceasefire for 60 days and opening the Strait of Hormuz. That's good. We want the blockade to be there, but the Strait of Hormuz needs to be open. So, guys, remember the blockade is not the U.S. blockade is at the Gulf of Oman, and it's being enforced on Iranian ports. Basically, any ships that are leaving Iranian ports, they either stop them as they're trying to leave the Gulf of Oman, or they hunt them down, even if they go as far as the Indian Ocean, right? So, according to Al Arabiya sources, negotiators will work during these 2 months to reach a permanent political solution. The sources added that the nuclear talks will focus on verification mechanism, inspection procedures, and future restrictions, and that highly enriched uranium will also be discussed during this period. So basically, we have achieved nothing so far. According to Al Arabiya sources, the U.S. will facilitate access to some of the frozen assets of the Iranian government and will pursue the reduction of lifting of some. Yeah, there is no removal of blockade here. Some sanctions with the framework of the agreement. The sources also said that freedom of navigation will be restored based on the agreement between the U.S. and the Islamic Republic, and talks on Lebanon and regional security will continue. So, guys, basically what we have, if any of this is true, is that this is the here. These are the red lines of United States. These are the red lines of the Islamic Republic, and none of them have moved closer to each other. And all we're doing is we're going to be talking about them. Like, we're going to agree on talking about how fucking far away we are, right? On making a deal. So we're trying to come up with an agreement. Okay, so this, again, remember, guys, they're not coming to an agreement to bring these together. They're coming up with an agreement. The MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding, is the United States and the Islamic Republic coming to an agreement so that they could come up with a framework to talk about bringing these together for another 60 fucking days. It means that these red lines, these conditions have not moved one bit. And they're not agreeing on bringing these together. They're agreeing on the framework on talking about it for another 60 days. That's what they're agreeing on.
While the Islamic Republic bleeds out economically, and you guys assume that when they mean ceasefire, that means like no one's shooting. They're going to keep on doing it. Like we saw escalations. It's going to happen again and again and again. The Islamic Republic is going to get weaker and weaker and weaker. Here's the thing. We're not wasting the 60 days in server. They're wasting the 60 days. What is the Islamic Republic going to do? Can they leave? Can they pack up and go? Can they give up the uranium? They can't do anything. They're going to bleed out dry. They can't pay their own people. People are going to get more pissed at them inside the regime. They're going to get weaker and weaker and weaker.
So look at this. So why the fuck are we wasting 60 days? I mean, because this is the most cost efficient for the United States to keep hurting the Islamic Republic. I mean, they're hurting because of the blockade. I mean, potentially that's why, without spending any money on military operations. And you're saying, and giving regime money. The money that the regime is losing every day because of the blockade is astronomically higher. Like how much revenue is oil revenue is the Islamic Republic losing because of the blockade? It's like what they're giving them is pocket change compared to what they're losing.
Yeah, even if you gave them $3 billion, that's 6 days worth of money.
Right. It's like me burning down your house and then paying you for broken glasses, like you're breaking your window, basically.
And so, guys, the point isn't to have the 60 days weaken the regime so that they survive, right? Like they will survive if nothing happens, if we don't like go on full out strikes. But when they survive, they're surviving. They're not living, right? So there's a difference between living and surviving. And they're going to be so much weaker in just 2 more months of this, if that's the path that Trump is going. I am not saying I'm making the decisions and I'm saying let's go for another 60 days. I'm saying that's what's happening. This is what it means. These are the effects. The regime will be much weaker. The United States will be much stronger. That's a fact. Am I frustrated? Yeah. But again, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes.
Okay. There's the second super chat is for you, Eddie, but let me actually go for the first one. Karen is saying, won't all the boom booms and the ships leaving the strait cause the regime supporters to go against the regime harder? Well, the boom booms, no, the boom booms actually make the regime. Okay, it depends because some regime supporters are frustrated that the Islamic Republic is not responding hard enough to the explosion, to the attacks. But at least when you have war, there is an external enemy that unites some regime supporters, right? And that takes attention away from some of the infighting, right? But here's the thing. But if you're United States and you're seeing it's working, your Operation Economic Fury and the blockade is working, like why would it, like, put yourself in the position of an American first, perspective. Like, why would I risk my soldiers and spend so much money for military operations if this thing is like I'm looking at it every day and every day it's weaker than the day before it? Let's just see where this goes, right? That might be the perspective of the Americans. Why would I do something that will bring oil prices higher and bring gas prices up in the United States right before the midterms if I'm watching this and I can note it and see that they're getting weaker without that much of an effort?
Speaking of oil prices,
It dropped, yeah.
do we count futures, crude oil futures?
I mean, it is an indication of what the market thinks is going to happen, right? So.
I mean, actually, it doesn't matter. It looks like they're all the same. Okay, so look at this. right at 12 or right after 12 p.m. What's the Pacific Standard Time? So it would have been like 10 a.m. right here, like 10 a.m. ish Eastern Time. It just took a huge plummet, went from 82 to 79. Just went off the cliff. Now we're even lower, $78. Interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna discuss the both sides here actually after we get this next super
Yeah, this
chat.
one is for you. You answer that one. That's for you.
Okay, Roman Cabbage says, maybe you pound the meat to make kotlets. That was beautifully said. It makes so much sense to me. Yeah.
Now I see what President Trump was talking about. Thank you for the translation.
They've taken a pounding that few others can take. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, absolutely, Roman Cabbage. I totally agree with you. So, so why don't we talk both sides here, guys? So that's up for debate. Talk both sides. Okay. Armin, what can the Islamic Republic do in this 60 days to give themselves more leverage, in your opinion? I think that they can start firing at everyone, even try to fire at Europe. They could, and that would achieve the goal of, guys, I'm not saying this is when I'm saying ideas, I'm not saying that this is going to work and achieve their goals. I'm just saying they can do this. They can start firing missiles at Europe. They can start firing missiles at a ton of different people. They could stage a land invasion, guys. They can take the Artesh and they can invade Iraq or something.
You can't do that.
I mean, they theoretically, these are all terrible ideas. Do you guys get what I'm getting at? These are all terrible things.
No.
They can sit tight, which is their plan, to survive for another 2 days at a time. And their plan is to just, hey, Trump's going to get tired and he's going to pack up and leave. So let's just wait. What else can they do, Armin?
They have tried to threaten Elon Musk's assets around the Middle East. I've said that. Here's the thing. What they're trying to do is try to find people who are close to Trump or are friends of Trump or are allies of Trump that could put pressure on Trump. Because the Islamic Republic is getting frustrated that they cannot hit something that Trump cares about, right? They're like, we're attacking these Arab countries so that Trump stops, and Trump is like, meh. We tried to attack Israel. Israel, unfortunately for them, does a really good job in defending itself. But the most effective thing they could do is use Hezbollah to attack Israel so that maybe they have that at the negotiating table. They can't offer the enriched uranium because that would screw them up. They can't close the bubble Mandab because the Houthis are not answering their phone calls because they're not giving them enough money. At least not now. They can't close the Strait of Hormuz because the Americans effectively are moving oil through it. So what do you have? How could you put pressure on Trump? The best you have is Hezbollah, and that's why they're so obsessed with Hezbollah. The best they have is Hezbollah putting pressure on Israel and relying and Ali, you know how many times these people were saying like, oh, Israel has lobbies in the United States and controls the politics of the United States, right? These days, the Islamic Republic, which is like, they wish that is true, right? Because they're saying like, we want to hit Israel so that Israel uses its power in American politics to stop President Trump but it's working the other way around. Like the Israelis are the most aggressive, the most interested in continuing to fight. But that's the only interest, that's the only leverage that they have. So that's not working. So what do they have?
if you guys paid
What do they
attention,
have?
you heard that all of our ideas are either completely ridiculous or does nothing to change or does nothing to improve the Islamic Republic's position. None of it.
The only thing that they're really trying to affect the economy of United States to affect the midterms. That's what the Islamic Republic is calculating that maybe Trump cares about.
And
And they're
here's the
trying
thing.
to desperately see what they can hit to affect the economy in the US.
And because they tried to play the time card, Trump put the blockade and is using the time against them. There's what if they do something or don't do something, they lose. It's just a matter of time. Also, I think the Strait of Hormuz is way more important for the Islamic Republic than the nuclear uranium is. Like way more important. And here's the thing. So that is exactly why we went and bombed all the radar sites in the Strait of Hormuz, so that the regime is pretty much blind
to what's happening.
So if you guys pay attention to on the facts on the paper, everything we've done so far is to keep taking every card that the Islamic Republic tries to play out of their hand and adding it to ours. Not only to just throw it on the table, we take it and we put it in our own hand. Like our cards are growing, theirs are decreasing.
Wait, can you respond to this?
Yeah, it was a super chat from George Hansen, who says, it's not about trust or not trust. It's about tempering our expectations. We should not expect Trump to perform to our expectations. He controls the agenda, and we will never know the next step as it should be. Yeah, just imagine if a kid like me can just sit in his room and be like, this is what Trump's going to do next. And I 90% of the time I'm accurate. Oh my God. That would be like the worst president of the United States ever. Even worse than what's his name? Harrison? The guy who he came out to address the nation, caught a cold, and then died a few weeks later. Even worse than that president. It'd be terrible.
It's a very good point George is making. Why would Trump should do this? Trump should do that. Why should what he does be based on what we want? Who the hell are we, right? And who do we and what do we know about the limitations or the discussions that are happening behind closed doors about the options that are available? President Trump is not like a genie, and even if what we want is justified, you cannot just snap your finger and make it happen. Things are usually a lot more complicated behind closed doors than people understand.
Yeah. So while we can't predict what Trump will do, but when he does it, we can give you the general direction at which he's going. And we've done that. But after he does something, it's largely the reason why you would like to come and watch us is because you might feel something or think something, and then we come and we tell you what you're thinking or feeling may not be the entire picture. Maybe this is also a factor. And then you go, oh, okay, that's good. So we're still on track. We're still here. We're here to give you the signal of are we still on track? Are we not on track? Why? So thanks for that super chat, George.
Thank you.
And
he's another George. If you want to, I think it's a follow up on that.
George followed up with another super chat saying there hasn't been enough time to get a good after action report. It is possible or even probable that high value targets were taken out and a temporary cessation is needed to evaluate.
Yeah, that's possible. I mean, it based on what we've seen before, it takes a very short amount of time though. We have seen, when Tangsri or Khamenei or other IRGC leaders were taken out, it didn't take long before it was confirmed. But it is possible. What you're saying is possible. Are you seeing something? It seems like you're seeing something.
Just a magnitude 4 earthquake hit. Where's this? Oh, hit a city near Manab, near the Strait of Hormuz.
Oh,
Yeah, nothing crazy. I'm just checking to see where that was. You did star something here by a couple people, like these two first ones.
oh yeah. Do you want to respond to them?
Sure.
Each one.
So Persian Pride is saying, this is a loss for Trump. I don't care what anyone says. Well, what metrics are you using? Like, here's how I'm going to defeat your argument, okay? I just want to know by what you're measuring success or loss, and let's discuss that. So let me know.
Yeah, listen.
And Inserver is saying that you give the regime even millions of dollars to Rial, they will have enough to fund their people for years. We went over that, remember? How we said they really only need a billion and 500 million. So 1.5 billion.
Yeah, but billion, not millions. Millions is nothing. Millions would not last them 12 hours.
Yeah. So if the regime has 1.5 billion in total revenue, they can fund their terrorist militias and their Basij. It's really not a lot. Not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark is saying Israel is very quiet. Thank you for the super chat, Mark. Israel is just waiting for the Islamic Republic to make this tiniest mistake and hit them so that they could get in. They're just waiting at the, like, in the corner. They're like, let us in. Let us in. Do this right. Let us in. Let us in. We know what to do.
After Trump announced that today, that he's like, okay, we're not going to go ahead with the scheduled bombing. In fact, we're going to sign this deal. Netanyahu was really surprised. And he actually called Trump. So they talked briefly. And then Netanyahu made a statement after the call. And he said, Trump has reassured me that he is still holding on to no nuclear weapons for the Islamic Republic, and that they limit their ballistic missile capacity, and that they stop their support for all their terrorist proxies.
Wow.
Oh my God. Charandi Marandi just made an X statement. Should we take a look?
Yeah,
it's kind of funny. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Pretty.
Look. He said, I'm not even bothering to comment on Trump's delusions. We're ready for war. Are you? Okay. The whole regime's been saying this. Like, all their state media has been saying this. They're like, Trump's delusional. We didn't agree to anything. Nothing happened. You know, we'll never move from our red lines.
Interesting. This is actually good. This is actually a good post, because it shows that most regime supporters are expecting the Islamic Republic not to do any form of a deal. So that means that the Islamic Republic is still as limited as it used to be. Guys, this is actually a really good indication. This is the mindset of the vast majority of pro-regime, regime supporters. Their idea is that the Islamic Republic is not at all interested in a deal and they want to fight. This means that Mushtaba or the Beit Rahbari and Ghalibaf, they have a very, very hard time being flexible to the United States, because the regime supporters are expecting no compromise.
Yep. Can always rely on this guy. Oh. Anyway, we had the final starred message here from Who Dat Nation gal, saying, hey, Adi, can you let Armin know that I finally emailed him? I had to use my secondary email.
So I looked into that, and this is what she sent me. Hold on. So this is Armin's Thank you, Who That Nation Gal. So this is Armin Navabi victim card. What is
Can you
it?
zoom in a little bit?
Okay, here. Does that look like me? All right. So internet betrayed him, stream froze, mic stopped working, audio echo. To collect them all. Stream crashed. Chad saw it before he did. Okay, this is free space, technical difficulties. Okay. Restarted OBS. Blamed the computer. Blamed YouTube. Blamed the internet provider. Fixed itself somehow. Nobody knows what happened. Can you hear me? Times 10. Complete the card and unlock one complimentary stream reboot. Okay. Wait, there's another Armin Navabi victim card here. So microphone stopped working. Camera photos. You should include English is not my first language. For whenever I cannot pronounce something. You should put that. English is not my first language. My internet betrayed him. Audio echo appeared. Stream crashed. Chat saw it before he did. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. This is some of the same. Okay, these are great. Thank you. So you're welcome, Armin. I have more pics. I made you. I'll start emailing you. Okay, thank you. This is great. This.
I like these kind of things. They're fun.
Yeah, they're fun.
Although I don't think that bottom right thing will ever happen. Armin takes a deep breath and carries on. I don't think I have yet to see that.
I just did it.
Oh well.
Okay.
Oh, what's this? What's this?
Oh, good super chat. Thank you.
Someone with a username of JH. Does that stand for Jew hater? Okay.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. Sorry. I said thank you. Let me remove my heart. Oh my God! I hearted it. Let me remove my like. Okay.
So Mr. Jew hater here saying all Jew agents operating inside Iran have been caught, and they've been found out in January. Now that Pahlavi and his followers failed, they lost all momentum.
Well, they have said that, first of all, you're a fucking racist for denying the Iranian people their own agency and pretending that any Iranian who is fighting against the regime is a Jew agent, as if the Iranian people cannot make their own decisions. So fuck you for that. And and all Jew agents operating inside Iran have been. So every single data that has been scientifically collected from inside Iran shows that the vast majority of the Iranian people are anti-regime, and Prince Reza Pahlavi has the highest amount of support from the Iranian people. So your super chat doesn't deny cannot discredit scientifically collected and scientifically analyzed data just because of a super chat. It doesn't negate that, right? And now that Pahlavi and his followers have failed, the Pahlavi and his followers, the Pahlavi movement, the Iranian people who support Prince Reza Pahlavi have never been this strong. Like, I don't know by what measure you think that they have failed. By every metric, we are stronger, more united, more organized than ever before. Our momentum, like, it's interesting because you see, Ali, you see the graph is going up like this, and if you zoom out, you can see that everything is getting better. Like the opposition is getting stronger and more organized than ever before. So they zoom in on a short drop, and they're like, "Oh, you failed here." But then when you zoom out and you look at the last, 47 years, you see that we have never been more powerful. There's no trend that is completely a straight line going up. Every line that goes up like up and down while it's going up. But these idiots, they try to zoom in on the parts that are going down a little bit and don't zoom out to see the overall progress. They lost all momentum. We have never had this much of a momentum. Our momentum, every single uprising that we have had has been bigger than the one before. And people, we have seen claims like this before. Every time we had an uprising and it was bigger than the uprising before it, people came out and said, this is the last one. They have failed and it's never going to happen again. And every single time they were wrong. Every single time they were wrong. And you're going to be wrong as well. And the Islamic Republic has never been weaker than it is right now. And the patriotic Iranians under the leadership of Princes of Pahlavi have never been as strong as they are right now. So, and also, congratulations on supporting Zionists. You just financially supported Zionism. So go live with that.
I also didn't know that there were 90 million Jews in Iran.
90 million Jews.
Yeah.
You just funded Zionism. Ali is a Zionist. I'm a Zionist. You just funded Zionism. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that. That is giving us momentum.
Yes.
Well, anyway, time to. Oh, shit.
Oh, here it is again.
Wait, how do you bring back the other one?
No, this guy's, look at this. This guy's delusional. Saying Iran took out, by Iran, he means Islamic Republic, nearly 30K Israeli agents. That's your entire army willing to fight the regime. That's your entire army. The millions of Iranians. What the hell? Okay, so you're blind or retarded?
Well,
millions of Iranian people.
Armin, what would you, if you went to a pro-Palestine stream and you wanted to get the streamer mad? Like, this is, what would you say?
I wouldn't donate money to them. I wouldn't donate money.
This is the weakest thing. It's like Iran took out nearly 30,000 Israeli agents. That's your entire army willing to fight the regime, and that's supposed to
more than 5 million Iranians came out into the streets.
Well, like, is he trying to get us mad?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm enjoying this. If he's trying, he sucks at it. I mean, this is actually good, Ellie, because it confirms that anti-Jewish people are retarded. It should give us hope. Like, so this guy is suggesting that the tens of thousands of the people that the Islamic Republic killed in early January, each and single one of them was an Israeli agent, right? And that was all the agents. So the Islamic Republic is so powerful that when they were basically shooting into the crowds of people, they were deliberately, those bullets magically was going for the ones that were Israeli agents. And among the 5 million Iranians were out there, they managed to target every single Israeli agent among them, and only they were killed. And all the other millions of people who came out to topple the regime, he doesn't see them. He doesn't see that they were out there willing to risk their lives to topple the regime. This is so good. Thank you so much, JH. Because it shows how retarded Jew haters are. And he also doesn't understand. He gave us another super chat that he continues to fund Zionism. Okay, look at this. Well, he says, I feel bad for your defeat today. Here's some cash to get your hopes up. Maybe you'll get them next time, Tiger. Okay.
This actually kind of sounds like a regime supporter.
He seems so butthurt over our this is a key. This, you know what this is? This is the type of people who hate Jews and are part of the axis of resistance. And he's sitting behind the keyboard, and he thinks like he's filled with hate and rage, and he watches us and he sees our movement and the fact how united and powerful we are, and he's thinking, what is it that I could say? What is it? What are those magic words that I could type to get these people to react and get angry, right? He's desperately trying to get he's angry, and he's trying to get anger out of us. So he's thinking like, what can I write down to get some angry reactions? And the fact that it doesn't work really gets to him. I mean, do you think that we care about the opinions of people who hate Jews? Like, you're the worst in society. Do you think we're going to be bothered that you're against us? In fact, we would be concerned if you were with us. Somebody who's this hateful against Jewish people, the fact that you are against us, we celebrate that. It's a confirmation that we're on the right side of history. So please keep telling us negative things against us. Please keep taking a position against us, because it's a confirmation that we're on the right side of history. Somebody like you, we don't want you to. We would be concerned if somebody like you came out and confirmed, like, considered us to be victorious and growing and successful and approved of what we're doing. Your hate, look at this. It's like saying cry more. Who's crying? Are you listening to what
Only
we're saying?
$2? What the heck, man?
Oh, are you running out? Are you running out of money? Oh, you want
Dang.
you want a refund? Poor guy. So yeah, cry more. Okay, so if you're seeing us crying, that is the same delusional mind that is seeing the Islamic Republic killing Zion. I'm exactly the type of retarded mind that sees the Islamic Republic only killing Zionist agents will look at me and Ali and think that we're crying. This is completely consistent with your other comments. And it seems like you're going broke because you're donating less.
Yeah, here's the thing. If these people actually listened to what we were saying, they'd be like, wait, these guys are not, they don't seem defeated at all. Like, they're just frustrated. They still think that the Islamic Republic is going to fall. They're still here. They're staying. And they're going to fight it to the end. Why aren't they stopping? Didn't we kill all of them?
Oh, look at this. I triggered him by calling him poor. I knew this would happen. We triggered him by calling him poor, so he had to come back with 20. Oh, this is so.
And our number one supporter, today's stream.
You're so easy to manipulate. Oh my God. I got under your skin by calling you poor. Wow. Or look at this, big nose Pahlavi. Wow. You came up with so much fact and logic. You're talking about people's appearances. Look at you being big brain and logical, finding the flaws in our movement. Big nose Pahlavi wouldn't survive the walk from the tarmac. You know it, and I know it. Okay. But very logical points. Very like, look at this, guys. This guy is a philosopher. He has the exact points to make out to demonstrate how weak and pathetic we are. Very good job, man. All the great points.
Armin, I grew up on the internet, and I'm very well versed with trolls. And I kid you not. Okay, Jew hater, if you're still here, please just answer my one question, okay? Are you between the ages of 11 and 16, and you're using your mother's credit card, and you are Iranian, or so you claim, like you were of Iranian descent? Just can you just tell me if I'm right or wrong, please? That's all I want to know.
I don't think he was going to be honest.
Wait for his response here.
He gave us another super chat saying, maybe I'm like Trump, easily bought and manipulated. You know, he thinks like he thinks like we're like, oh no, don't say that about Trump. We're gonna get so angry. Like, oh no, Trump is not like that. Are you really trying to get under our skin? It's not like, come on, you could do better than that. Like, you think like we're he thinks like we're gonna be, yeah.
It kind of feels like English isn't their first language, you know, because these are
he's
like in other languages you tend to insult people a little bit more indirectly, and in English you just straight up go like, you know, like F you, man. So I think he's trying to translate from another language into this one, and it does seem very young. His brain is very malleable. But hey, how much has that been? 20, 40, 55, 57. Hey, thanks, man.
57.
Let's see what people are saying in response to
but
that.
You know what? No, you know what we should have done, Ali? We should have been like, we should have been like, oh no, fuck you. What are you talking about? And then he would be like, oh, this is so good. Oh my God, let me get more rage. And then he would donate more. And basically, run out of making. You know what? I feel bad. I don't know if his mom is a Jew hater because I know he's using his mom's credit card. So I don't know. It's not fair to his mom if he's using his mom's credit card on this.
It's just the perfect summarization of our opponents. It really is.
Yes. This is the level of our guys. This is good. Look at, me and Ali, when we come here and we have like our points in defense of Israel, in defense of, our movement, in defense of Pahlavi against the Islamic Republic, we come and make arguments to you. We show you the evidence. We show you the stats. We show you the data. This is our opposition. This is the level of, cognitive ability from the other side. This is the arguments that they could make, which makes our job kind of easier, if this is the best they could do.
Not only that, but this is actually kind of like, this guy is the Islamic Republic, okay? And you're Israel and I'm the United States, okay? We're just pounding him, right? He's taking a pounding like no one else can take, and he's still losing money, and we're still pounding him. And he has to play it off like he's winning. It's kind of just what's been happening, actually.
And oh my God, he realized that we're fooling him into, he realized that the $20 ones were too much. So he's now going back to $5. I kind of tricked him by calling him poor to go to 20s. And now he realized what's happening. So he's back to $5. He's saying, now you can cope and spin the situation to your bot audience, 12D chess, am I right? Yeah, Ali, I need coping over the fact that Ali Khamenei is dead. All of the heads of IRGC are dead. The Islamic Republic is dealing with infighting, and I don't know how to handle all of the infighting within the Islamic Republic. I don't know how to handle with all of the IRGC bases being destroyed, all of the Basiji bases being destroyed, all of the navy of the Islamic Republic being at the bottom of the sea. I really don't know how to cope with that. Help me, Ali. How could I cope with that? I don't know how to deal with the fact that the Islamic Republic is at the weakest it has ever been, and its strength has dropped the fastest I've ever seen in the period of 3 months. How do I deal with that? Somebody help me. Help me. How do I deal with that? Oh my God. I can't cope.
Hey,
I need some coping.
Hey, the Supreme Leader's ceremony is in a week and a half, okay? Just hang on tight. I'm sure nothing bad's going to happen. Let's just keep going. But he actually, okay, this is why I think that, okay, maybe he Google translated this. Actually, let's read it. He sent us another super chat in Farsi.
No, he's using Google Translate. That's not how an Iranian speaks. They're saying you're a traitor to your own people.
So yeah, traitor to your own people. Google Translate English to Farsi.
Yeah, traitor to your own people. Well, if to betray my own people, I have to basically agree with the vast majority of them. I don't know. I don't know how, Ali. I don't know how what being with your people is like. If betraying your own people is basically fighting in a movement, fighting a fight that the vast majority of them agree with. I mean, this person doesn't understand how scientifically collected data works. So I don't think if I show him evidence, he's going to be convinced by it. But again, I have my data, you have your bullshit claims, so I win.
Yeah, but I think your mistake here, Armin, is to try to use logic to appeal to this guy, where yeah, maybe we should speak in their language, but what would it be? I don't know if it would be violence or like
Haydar.
Or is it Arabic or is it, what could we say that would possibly get him to understand this? Yeah, is it Urdu?
I think he's behind.
I don't know.
Just ask him where his supreme leader is now. Why is he not showing up? And ask him why the previous one is still in the fridge. Like if you're winning, why is your supreme leader still in the fridge? And why is the second one? Why is the new one not showing up?
Yeah, I'd also like to thank all of our bots. Really appreciate you guys. And in fact, you guys were responding. You bots were actually responding to this guy, this real human being. So Sherry was
we're all
saying,
butts.
yeah, Sherry is saying, proud Christian Zionist, M. Israel Chai. Hey,
I'm Israel Chai.
wait, but aren't the thought this was a bot channel, and even
Wow.
Nare saying, reminder that Khamenei is still in the freezer. That's such a bot comment
Exactly.
to me. Wow.
See? Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, guys,
Jeez.
this is how, you know, he says here's some coping. This is how they cope. They see our movement rising. They see us being more powerful than ever. All they could do is just call us all butts. It doesn't matter how much evidence you show them. We actually had a campaign showing, you know, because what was Haaretz came up with a fake article saying that the pro-regime Iranians were bots. And we actually had a very successful campaign from inside Iran, people with videos in large numbers showing that there's so many people who are defying the regime and supporting Princes of Pahlavi with extreme levels of bravery, recording all of these videos, declaring their support for Pahlavi from inside Iran. And we also have the data to show that. But again, all these people could do just cope by just saying butts, even though you could see them, like you could see millions of them coming out early January. Guys, in early January, the Lion and Sun Revolution in early January, there was not a single corner around Iran that was not hearing the chant Javid Shah. The whole country was covered under the chant Javid Shah. And these people see that and they say butts. Yeah, this is Ali. We have reached a really advanced level of robotics, technology, and AI in Iran. That our robots guy in Iran, they come out and chant Javid Shah in the millions, and they're all butts. Apparently.
Jeez, I mean, the world's really changed here.
Yeah,
in the blink of an eye here. Wow. Yeah. Also, it's just perfect. Like his username is literally j.h. It's just
yeah. Not so smart.
not so
you know,
smart.
he's so angry. He came here expecting to like trigger us, and he's leaving so many like, oh fuck, man. I spent $60 and I didn't even get a single one of them to rage over this. Like I couldn't get a single one of them angry, and I spent so much money on this. Wasted.
I mean, Armin, me and you are just such emotional people. You know, we don't. Yeah.
We're just hiding it, Ellie. Like inside, we're like raging, but we're just like not. Oh my god! Like we're just trying not to show it. Oh no! Okay.
Yeah. Wow.
Fight it, Ellie. Fight it. Don't let him see your tears. Okay, Ellie. Don't let him see your tears. Just like hide it. Resist.
Yeah. You don't want to know what you don't want to know what happens when I get angry.
Oh.
Anyway, Dom Dividend saying trolls out here funding Zionism.
Nice. Yeah.
So you spent what, $60? Wow.
$60. Didn't get anything.
Straight to APAC.
Ooh, yes. Love it.
Yeah, thanks, Dom Dividend. And Shannon Moore is saying, notice that us taking a break in booming their military is somehow us losing. That's how broken they are. Yeah, they always try to spin everything to be a victory for themselves. And in fact, last night they bombed Kuwait and Bahrain a ton just so they could get their last word in to the argument. It's like they get hit, then they got to respond to be like, oh yeah, see, we hit them and they have to back off because we hit them. It's like, oh yeah. Yeah, thanks for that, Shannon.
Wait, hold on. Let me respond to. Look at this. I got him. Look at this. Where is he? He's saying, "Oh, guys, look at this. This is so funny." He's saying, "I don't want you to be angry. I want you to reflect and to never cross the resistance front." You don't want us to be angry. Oh yeah, the comment saying Pahlavi has big nose. That was meant to make us reflect by saying Pahlavi has big nose. The comment that said like, here's some money so that you could cope. Ali, that was a perfectly designed comment, not to try to make us angry, but only to make us reflect. Look at this. now that he says that he can't, now that he sees he couldn't make us angry, he's now pretending that that was not his intention. Yeah, sure, buddy, sure, buddy. The comment saying Pahlavi has big nose and here's some money for coping was not intended to make us angry. You fucking failed. You failed. And now you're trying to pretend that you were trying to do something else. Sure, buddy. Okay, sure.
I think I've narrowed it down. Okay, so I still think a young teen, probably male, who is Iranian American and pro-regime. I've narrowed it down. I think just let me know. Just let me know if that's true or not.
No, Ali, look at this. Look at this. He's saying he has big nose. We all know it. Wow, this is going to make us reflect. Ali, like he's not desperately trying to make us angry. That comment is going to make us re-examine our position. Perfect comment design for reflection. Yes.
Dang it. Well, I
Tell
mean,
me again.
honestly,
Tell
let's
me
just
again.
back up.
Tell me again how you're not trying. Tell me again how you were pretending just half a second ago that your goal was not trying to cause rage
Hey,
and failing.
let's just end the stream. I mean, at this point,
No,
he's
it's
just
okay.
he really got us here.
Okay. Let's end the stream. Let's delete our channels. Like he finished.
Let's
us.
just stop.
Let's just stop it. All right, let's go through the rest.
But you know, that's why I'm
This
saying he's young, is because think about it. He lost like 3 years of development up here to COVID, okay? And then ChatGPT came out, okay? And that became his best friend. So he's more used to talking to AI than he is to actual human beings. So he thought that would work on us. It's very sad. Anyway. Where are we? We are here. Who's saying? Sherry's saying that Jew hater spent its allowance. Yes, its allowance. Yeah, he did for a good cause.
Yes. Jew hater's mom. If you're not a Jew hater yourself, we apologize for him for like maxing out your credit card.
Yep. And Renee Felker, who's saying he has thick skin, must be to use the Redskins logo. Yeah, isn't that funny? A little funny.
He's probably he thinks he's part of the axis of resistance, and one thing that people part of the axis of resistance like to pretend to do is use like Native Americans to be anti-American, to basically suggest that United States is responsible for genocide, it's evil, and all that stuff. That's why they love to use that. Like that, the terroristic Palestinian cause loves to use the Native American symbols as a way to strengthen their bullshit propaganda.
Yeah. Also, real quick, Fine Stars was saying that 2C's reporting multiple explosions in southern Iran, Bandar Abbas and Sirik. We got those. Yeah, we reported those a while ago. I think it was actually at this point it was around 2 hours ago that we reported that. But yeah. Oh, he keeps on responding. Well, wait your turn, Jew hater. We'll get to you real quick here. And Amir the Cricket saying Yalla ya Khamenei and Khamenei par par. I just
yeah.
I just don't know how they can cope with it.
Yes.
This guy spent 47 years advocating for a war with the United States, and then I think it was the first millisecond got eliminated. So yeah, it sucks. Oh well. He's a professional, right? Just happens in this kind of line of work.
Wait. Look at this. Shannon has a perfect response to this guy. He's like, I think it's funny. I've never heard of this axis of resistance. Is that something my country is wiping off the map right now? Yes, Shannon. Yes, exactly. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's being taken care of.
It's great. They're only good for wiping. We are at James Moore. who's saying, "I am poor, but I bet, I don't know what currency that is, but $5. He won't give you $500. Love your work, guys." Thanks, James. Is that New Zealand?
Yes.
Does New Zealand have its own currency?
I mean, every country. I mean, its own dollar, you know.
Oh wow, that is New Zealand dollar. Cool.
Yes, that's New Zealand dollar.
It's so ignorant of me to say that. I love that. Anyway,
No, I know what you meant. I mean, like, is
Yeah.
it in dollars? Yes, New Zealand dollars.
New Zealand dollars. Wait, thanks, Kiwi.
And then the real. So next one. Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen. The real Sao. Yes. And
Yeah,
then,
that queen popped off. Girly pop.
yes. Jew hater saying, "You feel big, bro. It's okay."
Thanks.
Your attempts at trying to trigger us is like getting weaker and weaker. Like it's not even, I don't even see what angle. Like, at least the previous ones I could see why you would think that would make us angry, but this one you're not. It seems like you're getting lazy. Try harder.
Dude, you
John,
really feel bad, because if this guy actually grew up playing multiplayer video games and having people scream at each other with like the worst insults, like, this is all he can come up with? There's nothing better? Dude, don't worry, we're not going to ban you. Like, don't be, it's okay. But like, that's the best you got? Anyway.
no, why would we ban him? He's so entertaining. John with a super chat saying, "I'm a bot. I was worried I spent too much on these." No, yes, we're all bots. Like, guys, all of us are bots. Okay, we're a bot army. And cool. Okay, thanks. Bye with a super chat saying, "Play him the fatwa on the Ayatollah side." Oh my god, he's not worth spending that much time on. We only spend time on him when based on like the little time that we have to read his comments. Yeah, but that's a good song, guys. Go listen to that song. It's really good. Miss Hypnotic saying, "Weekend at Mujtaba's. He's having a rainbow party." Yes. yes. Jew hater, how's your gay Ayatollah? Be careful. Don't get too close.
Don't go near him.
Don't go near him. Unless oh my god, you're right, actually. Jew hatred might actually be in the right age range to be attractive for for Mujtaba. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, Jew hater, be careful. Don't get too close to Don't get too close to the new supreme leader.
Yeah, or any of them, actually. Like, they're all kind of,
Yeah. Okay, we got another super chat. How do you pronounce this? Halzayan, I think, saying he wants to get banned so he can later say you can't criticize. Yeah, you can't criticize the Jews. Yeah, we won't ban him. He's too much fun.
But we can criticize the Jews. That's the best part.
Yeah, exactly. Jews criticize each other more than anyone else. Right. Jew hater with another comment saying, "I don't want you all to be angry." Oh yeah, I already read that one. Okay, next one. Amir saying, "Yalla ya Khamenei and Khamenei Parpar." We already read that as well. Thank you, Amir. In server, thank you so much for the super chat saying, "I just wanted to fund more Zionism." Good. Well, thank you. Here. Thank you for that. Thank you. That was very effective. Literally, guys, like, we're not we are that's not a joke. Like, I genuinely consider myself a Zionist, right? Like, do you consider yourself a Zionist?
Oh yeah.
Anybody anywhere that thinks Israel should be a country and be able to defend itself, you don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist. Yeah, thank you, server. And then Sarah with a super chat saying, "Jew hater be like, I hate Jews. Yes, here's $100 for Jews." Yes, perfect. Yes, exactly. Is it at $100 now? He's gone all the way to 100.
Oh,
this might be Islamic Republic money. Okay,
He's
actually,
giving it back.
yes. All right.
Oh man.
And the real Sau is saying truth is Jew hater is moist for both. Oh, ew. Okay, now I'm sure. Okay, you managed to achieve what Jew hater could not achieve.
That's wow. You know that? Oh my god! I just thought about it. If Jew hater was complimenting us, that would have bothered us more.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Stop. Okay. Okay. Jew hater has been here so hard trying to get under our skin, and he failed. But you actually mission accomplished by this. Isn't he has feelings for you? Ew. This is his way of saying it.
Anyway,
Ew. Gross. Next. Thank you.
moving on from that.
Chat. None. Moving on. Nare is saying, Trita, is that you? Oh yeah, it might be him. Hi, Trita Parsi.
Oh my god.
He's like, yes.
Speaking of Trita Parsi, did you hear that today?
Yeah.
He is getting. Did you guys already cover it?
Yeah, we did cover that. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah.
Yes. That's
He's
why
getting
Nare is bringing him
persecuted.
up. Yes. Jew hater saying maybe Trump will save the Iranian people tomorrow with his aircraft carrier thousands of miles away. Thousands of miles away? It's right. Like, are you even
Try
following the
50.
news? Person.
Oh, actually, try like 80.
Yeah. Also, do you not follow our? Like, are you new here? You're a new hater, because if any, welcome. Because if you have been watching our content, you actually know that we haven't been advocating, we haven't been telling our audience that support is 100%. This is what's going to happen. In fact, we have been saying the opposite. Which is really embarrassing for you. We have been saying that the Americans might do this, they might not. The Israelis might do this, they might not. We have been telling the Iranian people that you have to be prepared for all scenarios. So this whole idea of us just relying and hoping for the Americans to do something, you're not on the right channel. You have no idea what we actually say here. So you're you're making false assumptions. Okay, that's embarrassing for you. Sherry with a super chat, thank you so much, Sherry, saying Jew hater is your Jew hater. If you are in America, get out of my country. yes I mean, no, I don't actually get, like, he doesn't belong in planet Earth. Like, he shouldn't be welcomed anywhere, right? Like, I don't know where he's from, but these types of idea does not belong on planet Earth. Thankfully, by the way, these types of views they do not survive long. We had the communism failed. We had Nazism failed. These types of ideas, they come and they go, and eventually they fall because they're self-defeating. Jew hater, thank you so much for another super chat, saying bombing kids ain't winning. I completely agree. That's why we're anti-Hamas.
Yeah, so could you stop?
That's why we're Yeah, can you stop supporting regimes that bomb children? Yeah, bombing kids is not winning, and it's monstrous. That's why we're anti-Hamas. That's why we're anti-Hezbollah. That's why we're anti-Islamic Republic. But that's why you're on the wrong side of history.
It's kind of like he has all the talking points, and he's like, okay, that one didn't work. That one didn't work. Kids, that one didn't work.
Yeah, it's good that we're actually on the side of armies that never target children. The IDF never targets children. The United States military never targets children. Never target children. But the Islamic Republic does. Hezbollah does. Hamas does. So saying it's why you destroyed your entire movement. Our movement is stronger than it has ever been. I'm so glad that you're so blind to see it, because that means that our enemies are retarded. Saying bro thought aligning with Israel would get him some clout. Shameful. We didn't align with Israel. We were always aligned with Israel. We didn't align.
I don't know about you, but I mean, that was the only reason I aligned with Israel.
Yes, clouds.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Iran, like, no, go read your history. Iran and Israel have been aligned for thousands of years. It's for thousands of years. This is not something new. You think 47 years of a retarded regime taking over is going to change your history? We have always been aligned. We're just going back to our roots. These are so easy to. I love responding. You know, Ali, I think I'm really good at responding to this stuff. You know.
Well, yeah, because this is what you've been fighting against
Yeah.
for like years. And this
Right.
guy's coming in.
Yeah.
He's giving you all the talking points.
Right.
It's just super easy.
He doesn't know that I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
Keep
Also,
them
you were
coming.
calling us big bro. What happened? Now it's just bro. Went from $20 to $5. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, what happened?
Anyway.
You know, I shouldn't have told him that was our plan by calling him broke. He realized you see how easy it was to trigger his ego by just calling him broke. He all of a sudden jumped to 20. He's so predictable. As when he was starting with 5, I call him broke, and then he went to 2. I call him broke. He jumped to 20, and then I told him that, oh, look, I call you broke. You went to 20. He realized that he was fooled. Now he's back on 5.
Man.
So predictable. Also, okay, here, let's see. We got a good super chat by, how do you pronounce that?
Abigail.
Okay. Oh, Abigail. So saying access of resistance, but he can't resist giving away his money in order to troll. Come on, $50 next. I dare you, Jew hater. Okay. No, this is how you should be like, oh, he's too poor to give us $50. I mean, I'm telling you I don't think he's going to fall for it anymore because I'm giving it away. But if you wanted to do that, like based on how his behavior, if we said like, oh my God, this guy probably has never given a $50 super chat, he's too poor, then he would have done it. Then we got another super chat by Jew Hater saying, even your own followers won't give you this much money. Sad thing is they're all Zionist. Oh, look, he's flexing over how much money he has. You know, this.
Oh my God, you're so right. Yeah, keep going.
Wow,
yes.
Wow, yes.
Dang.
Look, he has no arguments. So now, and we called him broke, so it triggered his ego. So he's now trying to flex over how much money he could give him for super chats. This is exactly what you expect from somebody that actually has facts and evidence and logic on their side. You don't expect them to share all the facts and evidence and the logic. You expect them to just flex over how much money they could spend on super chats. Sure, but you're so desperate. You're so desperate. This is great. This is beautiful. Wow, like I have no logic, but I'm more money than the people here. Does that make me win? Okay, yes, man. you win. You feel me? Okay, my God. Saber Coaching, thank you so much for the super chat. Say, guys, don't make him angry. He might self kaboom.
Yeah, don't bully him.
Yeah. Yes. Neela with another super chat saying, additional Jews fund. We could do this all day. Yes, thank you so much. Oh yeah, Neela, thank you so much. Yes, we should donate all of this to some I don't know, to some who should we donate this to trigger Jew hater?
The IDF.
The IDF.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Neela. Yeah, you do know that you're supporting a Zionist channel, right? Like you do know that by giving us all of this super chats, right? Do you know that?
He's trying to bring all of his friends in the chat, and I'm just banning them one by one.
Don't ban them. What?
No, his friends are typing really really bad things, so I'm just banning them.
Okay, don't ban them from my channel. Don't ban them. No, don't ban them. This is great. Oh no, don't ban them.
Oops. There's only 2 people.
It's okay. They're bringing engagement. They don't know they're bringing engagement. And I want to trigger more people. Unless they spam so much that the chat becomes unusable, then ban them. All right. Anyways, let's trigger, or you need to get an Israeli flag like this, right?
Let's see if he has anything real to say. So the part here is, I'm glad that you parted ways with Goldie. Really? Is that why they go live every single day? It's kind of weird. It's kind of strange.
Are you stupid? Okay. What are you? What? You're actually retarded. I'm glad you parted ways with Goldie. I was just live with her just like a few hours ago.
So
I was cringing because how many times will one person go, Trump is playing 200D chess, the regime is falling, nonsense, brainwashing your audience is bad. whatever President Trump is doing is working. I don't know how many DHSs are dead, but the Islamic Republic is weaker than it has ever been. And whatever you say can't change that. So,
What I'm
I mean, look
confused
at where the
about is
regime was
that
3 months ago.
this guy actually, it seems like this guy actually watches, like actually watches our streams.
By the way,
And this is all he can come up with.
Yeah. By the way, he said that nobody in our chat could give as much as super chats as he does, and we just got $50 from Ninja, and we got another $200 from Flora, right? So look at this, Ninja. So look, even when you're trying to flex over your super chats, you can't, like, obviously you don't have any facts, you don't have any evidence, so the only thing you could try to do is flex over the amount of super chats you could give, but you failed even at that. Look at this.
Wait, so you mean to tell me that he lost to some Zionist bots?
Oh no.
Oh no.
And you actually encourage, by giving us these super chats, you're encouraging other people to support us as well. So you're failing twice. You're getting so much more money to Zionists. There you go.
I didn't see Jew Hater giving $200.
Oh my God.
Saying.
Is this maybe a supporter of our channel and he's trying to get more people to to support us?
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh my God. It's like, oh my God. But look at this. Like, okay, so Ninja just gave us a super chat, $50, saying, I just wanted to give you money. Well, thank you, Ninja. Appreciate your support.
Just cuz.
Yeah. And then we got
just cuz. He's trying to flex on Jew Hater here.
Yes. Wow.
Here's a 50.
Well, Jew Hater, you other than all the support that we're getting, you made our night. This is so much fun, like, thank you. Can you come here more often? This is great. This has been one of the best nights ever. Thank you. And look at this. Like, Flora, thank you so much. That's very generous. She's saying, tell Jew Hater to go fuck off. Love you guys. Well, thank you. Jew Hater.
Yeah, Jew Hater, go fuck off.
Go fuck off. Thank you. Wow, look at this. Is he still here? Don't go. Oh, there, he's still here. This is great.
Oh, he's still
here. Yeah, he's still here. Let's go through that by order though. Sarah saying Jew Hater cares about kids. His leader lured kids for, yeah, exactly. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Oh yeah, don't attack kids. Can you tell that to your supreme leader?
Yeah. Speaking about kids, he's saying you guys don't even have the guts to condemn the Minop school bombing. Actually, we did.
Oh, we did.
What a shameful rat. This is why you folks will never enter Iran. Oh, we actually did condemn the bombing, which is why the Islamic Republic should stop building their bases next to children's schools. It's really interesting to me.
We absolutely condemn the Minop. What happened in Minop, and we condemn the responsible body for it. We condemn the Islamic Republic for what happened in Minop. We did. We condemn it here again. The Islamic Republic has dragged Iran into a war by declaring war against the whole world, including the United States and Israel, and has brought devastation to the Iranian people, including what happened to the students at Minop. So we have condemned it. So you don't even know that we did.
Yep. And we have the next super chat from The Real Sao saying, Jew Hater sends 100. Send 100. It will change their minds this time. Oh, yeah. I'm willing to, renounce being pro-Pahlavi supporter, Zionist, all of that. Just
we will
slide me a quick 100 right there. Yeah,
we would do one Janam Fadai Rahbar for $100 super chat.
Okay. And then Sal says, I'm not a Zionist, I'm Lebanese. Hey Israelis, I love you. Jew Hater, now crash out.
No.
Oh man, guys, look at all these Lebanese bots. The Lebanese bots are here.
Wait, let me make Nare a mod. Nare, you're not a mod on this channel? What the hell? Let's fix that. And add as a moderator. Okay, Nara, you're a mod. If you want to, if only remove the people who are spamming. Not don't remove people for even if their opinions are garbage. Leave them here if you can. But only if somebody's spamming to the point where you can't, the people can't use the chat anymore. Then only then let's remove it. Yeah, see, like we have Amir here, we have Texas Troop here. Oh my god, no, thank you. Fantastic. Our mods are amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Sal. And we have Cohenrad Lamprecht Cohenster with the ZAR. What's ZAR? I'm learning so much. Yeah, is it?
Is that South Africa? I don't know.
Yeah, it is. Wow. Nice. South African. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
See, everyone's just trying to make a point. Everyone's just like, Jew hatred. Because everyone hates you, you have unified our chat. It's kind of, I'm telling you, it's the exact situation with the Islamic Republic. Everyone hates them so much. We hate the Islamic Republic. And everyone's gathered around just that fact alone. Appreciate it. And James Moore, who says, I do not usually hate people. I embarrass them with intellectual shit. He is in his maternal domestic basement where he habitats in the dark and has become anti-phototaxis and suffers monomyopia.
Ooh.
Gotcha. So
Burn.
He's super pale and yeah, he's just pale and stupid in his mom's basement.
Interesting.
Agreed, James. Agreed.
That's pretty intense.
It's beautifully said.
Yeah. Shannon, thank you so much for the super chat, supreme chat, saying it's like yelling at peers, but he keeps paying you. Okay.
Do you think Jew Hater likes it?
Ooh,
I think he likes it.
Ooh, oh my god, is he liking it too much? I should like don't
Well,
wait. Oh no, ew, Jew Hater, where are your hands right now? I don't like this.
Well, he was going back. He's going back down to the $5 ones. So.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. Okay, where's your other hand? Oh no, this is disturbing. This is getting bad. Gross.
Anyway, yeah.
Right.
Oh.
DP just became a member. Thank you so much. Welcome to our group.
Yeah, thank you so much. And so did Ben Nurshil. Thank you as well.
Thank you. And our friend from Lebanon. From Lebanon? Was that?
Yes, our Lebanese bot.
Our Lebanese bot, yes. Our Iranian bots talking to Lebanese bots, saying, "Give me back my money, Zionist." Oh no. You're taking away my beer money. Oh no.
Dang it.
Okay. Yes. Ooh. Oh, see. Ninja Rooster embracing his full name. Ninja Rooster.
Ooh.
Saying it's Rooster.
It's Rooster.
I forgot which. Yeah. I think you told us that you wanted us to focus on one of them. But I love your full username, so I'm going to use all of it. Ninja Rooster. And then, Jew Hater again. Jew Hater saying, I want Ali and Armin at the sanctions relief signing in Europe's next week.
Oh man, yeah, they're signing a deal, Jew Hater. Yeah, it's done and dusted. Pack up.
Wait.
We're gonna go home. He's basically talking about how a part of the deal is to have the.
I know, but Jew Hater, you're not supposed to celebrate America having this much control over the money that the Islamic Republic has. Do you not? I don't think have you been part of the Axis of Resistance for long? This is not something you should be celebrating. Do you know how pathetic it is that the Islamic Republic has to go begging to United States to be able to have normal trade with the rest of the world? That's what you're celebrating? Do you know how pathetic that is? Do you know how pathetic it is for a state that you support has to go beg another country to be able to have normal commercial relationship with the rest of the world? You think that's a sign of win for you, even if that happens? How pathetic.
Also, he's fanning
I'm
out
so
so hard. Look at him.
Hmm.
He's like, oh my God, can I please meet you guys? Please, please.
You know, he's going for he's trying everything. He's like, oh no, that didn't work. Let me try this. Oh, that didn't work. Like that didn't make them angry. Like he's basically so desperate to see, like he's experimenting with everything, and he doesn't commit to any one of them because everything he knows about each one of them is surface level. And as soon as he sees that we have a response, instead of like staying there and try to make arguments, like he gave up on Minab. Like I had a comeback for him, and he doesn't even know how to proceed from there. He doesn't know what to say in response to me because he doesn't even he can't even handle the response. So instead of like sticking with that one and trying to like show why my argument there is false, he has to jump into something completely different.
How make Armin and Ali mad? Make it sound real. It's like, thanks, dude.
Zionist for the win. Thank you so much. By how do you pronounce that?
Physengicist.
Ooh. Okay. And yes, Zionist for the win. Amazon
Yeah.
flag. Guys, I love how much this flag enrages people. I'm hoping that one day, we're getting close. We're trying to match the level of the Israeli flag. Right now we're getting to that status slowly. Many Jew haters and so-called anti-imperialist, communist, leftists now are starting to see, when they see this flag, they get rage as well. But we're not still like, this flag is right now the number flag in the world when it comes to being responsible for rage for all the people with the shittiest ideas. But we're like more people are getting to know what this flag represents. So hopefully one day we will have the same effect on all the most garbage people out there in the same level that this flag has that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And Shannon, super good point. We were all in a bad mood until the clown showed up. Yeah. And then he showed up and we're having so much fun. Like Armin's gonna be late to his Persian show. It starts in 7 minutes and he's just having so much fun.
No, I don't have. No, I could be here because
okay.
I don't have a Persian show. Yeah. I don't have. This is great.
This is perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, today ended up being a great night. Thank you.
And Sadato, who says, Jew hater sticks around. If Jew hater sticks around, you're gonna have to up your super chat goal. True.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Jew hater, can you come visit us more often?
Yeah.
This is great. We're having such a great time.
And bring all your friends.
Yes, bring your friends. We won't ban them. Just tell your friends that these people apparently let us say whatever we want, as long as we don't completely spam the chat. Just tell them to, put some distance between their Jew hate so that we could actually enjoy their retardation.
Thanks, Sadato. And DP here with a super chat saying, hey guys, I just joined. Thank you for all your work.
Well, thank you. Thank you for being
watching.
supportive. Look at that. Yeah. Look at that. Thank you.
So kind. You guys are so kind.
Yes, very. It's nice.
Thanks, DP. And Conrad, who says, Armin, explain the connection between the Islamic State and the Muslim Brotherhood. Or are they the same thing with different faces? Hello from South Africa.
Hello, South Africa.
Hello.
Thank you so much. Okay, so let me see. How could I? So the Muslim Brotherhood, at least the version of it by Sayyid Qutb, had used the political nature of Islam, especially the part of the Quran that considered the non-Muslim world to be part of the world that you're always at war with, and you should continue to being at war with until all religion becomes for Allah, which is the commandment of the Quran, and is something that all Muslims should accept as a commandment of God. So this means that Islam, at its very nature, is political and it's expansionist. After the fall of the Ottoman Empire, Muslims had an identity crisis and a sense of inferiority. And Sayyid Qutb was in that environment. He went to the United States and he was disgusted by it. He came to Egypt, and he is responsible for creating this new way of looking at politics in Islam that made give the understanding is that all Muslims should accept that they should bring back the caliphate, they should bring back Islamic rule, and they should create a force against the world that is not Islam, especially the West, especially United States, as a leader of the current global order. His movement failed, but somebody called Nawab Safavi, which was a Shia mullah from Iran, met Sayyid Qutb in Egypt. And Sayyid Qutb was Sunni, but when he basically copied his ideas, he came to Iran and he inspired a movement that also failed in Iran, but then it was inspired people like Khomeini and Khamenei, which then led to the Islamic Revolution of 1979. So that's how the Khomeinism, or the Velayat Faqih version of Isna Shia Islam, was influenced by Sayyid Qutb. Shia Islam, ideologically, before Khomeini, had the idea that you could only rule when the mullahs could only rule, Islam could only rule when the Mahdi is back, right? But because of the influence of Sayyid Qutb, Khomeini wrote a book called Velayat Faqih, which gave the Shias the excuse to rule before the Mahdi comes back through the Velayat Faqih, which is the guardianship of the jurist, which inspired the 1979 Islamic Revolution, and this is how they're connected. Which means that the Islamic Revolution, in its very DNA, is anti-Western. The whole point of the movement is to destroy the current Western global order, so that we could have Islamic dominance around the world, but this time under an imamate, which is Shia, rather than a caliphate, which is Sunni. And this is why it's within the DNA of the Islamic Republic to be anti-Western, and that the current regime in Iran does not exist for ruling Iran. It exists for using Iran, spending Iran, so that they could defeat America and basically bring Islamic rule all around the world. That's the short version of this. Hopefully that was helpful. Does that make sense? All right, next super chat. The real Saud saying,
if Sayyid Qutb was like assassinated or something, do you think that this ideology would have still been prevalent?
I mean, I do believe in deterministic, materialistic, deterministic look of history. So I do think that even if you take certain individuals out, those individuals are just an expression of what already exists within the society. So it might delay it or change it by years, but it would show itself in another way.
That's what I also thought. Okay.
Yeah. The real Saul, thank you so much for the super chat, saying, have you ever had a dream that you want them to do you so much you could do anything? I don't know what this is.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Amy became a member. Thank you, Amy. Appreciate that.
You, Amy.
And then Ninja Rooster saying, brother plan backfired and summoned the swarm to prove his wrong. Oh yeah, I don't know why these Jew haters are showing up in huge numbers. I don't know why I'm hurting this. But I think he's asking for. He's getting his bros to show up to
maybe we're winning.
Fight.
Maybe we're actually having an impact, and they noticed us.
Yes, he summoned the swarm. Oh no! Oh yeah, wait. You're talking about your side. Yeah, but he did also bring his side on. Like, guys, if you look at the chat, he's bringing help. It's bringing in help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but our side is here as well. Yeah, you bring your people. We bring our people. Our people are right now winning against you. Look at your bros are just swearing and using insults. They're not doing it.
It's just kind of weird, Like, why would you need backup for Zionist bots?
Yeah.
Couldn't handle it.
Yes. I mean, look at like, I mean, look at us. You guys, your people looks more like bots than our people. You behave more like bots than our people. Our people are like, look at us. Look at this. Look at the support that we're getting. Thank you, Ninja. So thank you for having our back. Jose is saying, hat tip to the red man supermod grandma with a gun. Go Navy. Oh, wait. Go Navy. Yes.
Yeah,
Which
go
one?
Navy.
Who's that? Which one you're referring to?
The Redman Supermod grandma with a gun. Who in the world?
I'm not seeing that person.
You have a
Oh, I
Supermod
think
grandma?
I think you're talking about Texas Troop because she doesn't look like a grandma.
Grandma?
Oh no.
Don't make my mistake. I'm kidding.
Oh no. Jagger saying gifted one Liberty Politics memberships. Thank you. Somebody in the Liberty Politics is now a member because
Ooh.
Jagger gifted a membership. And
That's
Amir
not
also
all.
yes, Amir also gave membership gifts. Thank you so much, Amir, for membership gifts. Oh my god! And Jets just gifted 50 memberships. Oh my god! Look at this. Oh, everybody a member? Hey, Jew hater, did you become a member? I know so many people are getting memberships. Maybe he
Oh
got
no,
one.
that would be the best thing ever.
That way, you're a member. Like, guys, make Jew hater a member of a Zionist channel. Like, that would be good. Thank you, guys. Thank you. That's very generous. Thank you, Jagger, Amir, and Jets. You guys, look at that. You guys are so sweet.
You guys are awesome.
Oh, speaking of Jew hater, let's see what he has here. This is so much fun. He's saying it's not begging you, LARPer.
Is
It's
Chat
called,
GPT's malfunctioning?
Yeah, no, he's talking. I know what he's talking about. He's talking about the sanctions, right? The sanctions, like basically going and begging the United States to let them have a normal commercial relationship with the rest of the world. Saying it's not begging you, LARPer. It's called changing the facts on the ground to get what you want. Yeah, so basically changing the facts on the ground to get what you want. You do realize that almost all other countries had that, and the Islamic Republic does it. So changing the facts on the ground, you are so fucked as a state that you're begging for something that almost every other country has and you don't. Yeah, okay. If you were this able to change the facts on the ground, then why are you behind? Why are you behind almost every single other country on the planet? Changing the facts on the ground. Saying it's Iran's militarism that got them in this position. They're behind every other country in this. They're behind every other country on this. They're asking for something with their militarism. They're asking for something that everybody has and they don't. Their militarism, their so-called militarism, has made them lose out on the basic trading ability with the entire world. Whatever you don't see how far behind they are from everyone else, and you're only seeing that they're begging to get some of it back, and you think that shows strength. Do you not see the objective material realities on the ground, that they're basically behind everyone else? You do not see that? Are you fucking blind? And then there's another super chat is saying, imagine aligning with Zion. I don't need to imagine. I live it every day. With Zionists, aligning with Zionists who want to see Iran fragmented and divided into multiple statelets, Yugoslavia style, Iran will not forget. Says you, you're not a very good source of information. If this was a fact, you would give us actually a source for this nonsense.
Guys, I'm making a meme. I have it ready for you guys soon in a couple minutes.
Okay. Israelis know that a strong Iran is in their benefit, and they know that because they already had that. You know, we don't even need to make a theoretical argument over this. We know this. Israel, when during the Shah's time, Israel was helping Iran. Do you guys know Savak was trained by Mossad? So it's almost as if Israel recognizes that a strong Iran is in the benefit of Israel. Why would Israel want Iran to be fragmented in multiple different pieces when Israelis are not as retarded as you, Jew hater? If Iran gets fragmented, we will have so much chaos in the Middle East that it would be the perfect factory for terrorist groups that would attack, that would go and then cause instability for Israel. Obviously, Israelis are not retarded, and they know that that would not be a good option. Israelis know, just like because we already had an Iran that was strong before the mullahs take over, that a strong Iran brings stability to the Middle East. So obviously they know that if they go back to a strong Iran, an Iran with the people that are allies of Israel, that love Israel, with the same values and the same enemies, with so much mutual alignment, that a strong Iran would be beneficial for stronger Israel, for Israel, and a strong Israel would be beneficial for Iran. It would be mutually beneficial for both of these countries to keep getting stronger and stronger. And yeah, so unfortunately for you, the Jew haters, Jews are not as retarded as you are, so they know what's in their benefit for the Middle East. Israel wants peace. Israel is the greatest force for peace in the Middle East, and they know what brings peace. What brings peace is destroying their enemies, and also what brings peace is the strength of their allies. The strength of your allies and the weakness of your enemies brings peace, and that's why they're so good at destroying their enemies, and they're also very good at helping and encouraging and working with their allies. Oh my God, I'm so good at this. Oh my God, Jew hater. You see, I really love you being here. Like, it reminds me of how good I am at responding to this bullshit. It's so good. I'm so proud of
confidence boost.
Yeah, confidence boost. All right, you want to take this one?
Yeah. The Real South saying, you bros do know you're on the right side of history when your haters and low IQs come to your channel to stalk you in your living room, right? Right.
Yes.
And they bring their friends to do it.
Yes.
I made this meme. I think we'll go through a few more and I'll show it.
Thank you, Real Sue. Guys, what do you are you as impressed with my responses as I am? Because I feel like every time I'm responding to Jew hater, every time I'm like, that was pretty good. Like, are you feeling it? Is it just me, or are you feeling it as well? Like, I love this.
I already thought that you were amazing, so this is kind of in line with the expectation. And James Moore is saying, I support JH. I support Jew hater. It is purely a financial thing. Well, he's supporting us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. I mean, he's a great force for Zionism right now. Like,
wow.
Jew hater, do you go around and support Zionist channels all the time? You know you're a great force in favor of Zionism, right? Thank you so much for your service, Jew hater.
Yeah, we need more of these people. Where have you been all my life?
Yeah. Oh my God, I've never seen Jew hatred be in favor of Zionism in my entire life.
And we have a super chat from Roman Cabbage saying, conspiracy. Jew hatred is actually Ali upping the super chats. Yes.
Oh,
it's just
yes.
Me.
Yes. Yes. Ali is like behind the scenes. And
I mean, you can't put me on the same level. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
That's there's room temperature IQ, and there's above room temperature IQ. But I get what you're saying. Thanks for the super chat, Roman.
Thank you.
Responding again. I mean, this guy he just can't stop. He just can't stop.
No.
He's saying even the Israeli lobby is nervous. Secretly, they don't want escalation on civilian infrastructure. They know what would happen to them. You lost, bozo.
Oh, all caps. Oh my God. It's okay. Calm down. It's going to be okay. Jew hater, calm down. I know you're losing it. It's okay. It's okay.
We better back off.
Rage. Oh my God. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Man. You don't need to yell. Wow. He's losing it. Oh, guys. Israel lobby is so nervous. Okay. Yeah. Keep. This is Jew hatred. This is an example of coping. Okay. You were looking for coping. This is it. This is coping. The Israeli lobby is nervous. Oh, they know they can't do this. They know what we're gonna do to them. You guys are all losing. Oh my god. Okay, like yes, Jew hater. That's what's happening. Israel is losing. Okay, everybody's very scared. The Islamic Republic is winning. Palestine will one day become a thing. It's all gonna be okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, this is not all delusional. Okay, sure,
Making him
but
angry.
Oh no, okay.
We're making him so angry.
Hamas won, Hezbollah is winning, the Ali Khamenei is alive, okay? He's not in the fridge, he's just going at the fridge to get some ice cream, okay? He's okay, he's alive, okay? Nothing has happened. The Islamic Republic is as strong as it has ever been, if not even more, okay? It's gonna be okay, buddy. It's gonna be okay. Don't worry. Right. Oh my god.
Next one. Oh. And Deborah saying, have faith in Trump. Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, guys, I do think that geopolitics is not about trust or faith in people. I think it's about, my opinion is about mutually aligned interests. We don't need to trust people or have faith in people. We see that we have the same values. We see that we have the same goals. We see that we have the same enemies. So we know that we're going to be there's enough mutual alignment for us to be working with each other, right? So in geopolitics, we don't need to rely on trust. We can rely on mutually aligned interests. That's the way I see it, at least.
Yeah, mutual interests, 100%. And Just Rooster is saying, well, time to go back to work because I have a life and responsibilities, unlike Jew hater over here.
No, he has responsibilities. His responsibility is to be a Jew hater.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Full
seems like
time.
he's doing a poor job because he's like, yeah, that's his responsibility, and he's failing at it because he's supporting Zionism.
He
Very
sucks at his
effectively.
job.
Yeah, he sucks at his. Okay, Jew hater is as good at Jew hating as Israel in genocide and ethnic cleansing. somehow Israel is like doing the opposite of everything needed to do genocide. So basically, this is the same thing with Jew. He's trying to attack Zionism, but he ends up funding it instead. There you go.
Then we have James Moore here, says the only people upset with the Yugoslavian split are the same people who invaded both Afghanistan and Ukraine, the Russians, the Russian government.
Yeah. So and it's also a false analogy. You're right, because what happens in Yugoslavia might work out for them, but Iran has its own ancient identity, and the Iranian people would not let it get split into multiple countries. Because
No way.
Iran is no way. Yeah.
And Amy, who's saying, personally, I'm looking forward to all the Israeli-Iranian marriages and all those gorgeous babies. Yeah, it's going to be a thing.
Yes, that's going to be a big thing. Yeah, for sure. Yes.
Thank you for that, Amy. Appreciate
Thank you.
Yes. And Jew
Still
hater,
here.
another 5, saying which is exactly why the IRGC emerged, to never let these demons back into power. The revolution was so thoughtful. Savak is finished, my boy.
You don't even know the history of what you support. The IRGC did not emerge. The IRGC emerged as an anti-coup. Let me teach you some history. The IRGC emerged as an anti-coup measure. Directly, do you know this? Do you know the history of the first supreme leader of the Islamic Republic?
Well,
I know what you. Let me say this. Let me educate him. I know what you support more than you. Like you haven't. You support the Islamic Republic. You don't even know their history. Like you don't even know the ABCs of the thing that you support. The IRGC was founded by Khomeini as an anti-coup measure against the Artesh. And Khomeini made it clear. There's audio recordings of this. I don't know if I don't think you've heard it because you're not very knowledgeable. There's audio recordings of Khomeini making it very clear that the IRGC should not be a political or commercial entity, and they should focus exactly as what Khomeini intended it to do, which is solely militarily, nothing political. So the IRGC betrayed, right today, under the leadership of Ali Khamenei, betrays the vision that Khomeini, the founder of the Islamic Republic, had for it. Not only the IRGC became political, it became the most political entity in the Islamic Republic, which goes exactly against the reason why it emerged as intended by the founder of your revolution. So the IRGC itself, its existence, is a violation of the vision of Ruhollah Khomeini, the founder of the Islamic Republic. You don't know this shit, do you? You have no idea what you're talking about. And Savak is not finished. Savak will come back. you'll see. The revolution was so thoughtful. This is why the Islamic Republic has managed to destroy Iran's economy. This is why the standard of living in Iran is dropping like a rock, while under Pahlavi, with every single economic metric, Iran was growing. Under Pahlavi, Iran was growing economically. Healthcare was booming. Every industry was booming. From an industrial perspective, healthcare perspective, economic perspective, education, women's rights, freedoms, international recognition, everything was growing under Pahlavi. And under the Islamic Republic, everything is dropping like a rock. Yeah, very thoughtful. If by thoughtful you mean the best way to destroy a country, yeah, then it was very thoughtful, if that was your intention. But yeah. Sorry,
Not
go on,
just
Ali,
a country. I mean, you're right. They had to take a country that if any other regime came in and just did nothing, it would have propped itself up for success. And they dismantled it in the best way possible. They destroyed it, and they had to come up with such an elaborate plan to destroy this country. That's how thoughtful they were. No one else could have fucked it up as much as they did. And Neela saying, Jew hater has never seen an Armin rant, has he? Epic. You're schooling this kid.
Yeah, this is actually so great. I'm getting so many of the arguments against this bullshit in one live stream because of this.
Yeah. You get to reiterate and kind of redirect everything you've done to one person. I think that feels good. And get paid for it. Okay. This is what he's resorted to. Only $2 now. I don't know what's going on with this guy, but he's saying
you're fearing less rich than before. Is it hurting? Is the super chat? I thought this is nothing for you. What happened? Ooh, you're feeling the burn, Jew hater? Okay, there we go.
He's running out, but he's saying those Hezbollah FPV drone vids hit like hot crack. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, you're terrorists enjoying terrorism.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to trigger us? You're trying new tactics. Like, okay, like what do you have a notebook for this? So like, okay, this doesn't work. What do I do? Let me try this one. Yeah, you're a terrorist. You enjoy watching people do terrorist things. Why didn't you go participate?
Oh,
afraid of
that's
the
a
Jews?
great idea. He should.
Yeah, if you hate the Jews so much, why didn't you go fight them? Are you afraid?
Yeah. Why are you sitting in America? Jeez. And James Moore
he thought we were gonna get triggered by saying that I enjoy watching terrorists doing terrorist activity. Yeah, we already knew that. You didn't need to tell us that.
Usually, what happens with room temperature IQ is that if you just let them speak and keep speaking, you don't even have to say it. Just speaks for itself, really. James Moore here saying that Jew hater has been sacked by Trump's propaganda that keeps the price of oil under $100 a barrel. has been sacked in by Trump's propaganda that keeps the price of oil under.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't get it.
So he basically he's making, like, I think Jew Hader is making fun of Trump, saying like, what happened to this, what happened to this. But I think what James is pointing out is that Trump is basically playing the markets, and oil is under $100 because of everything that President Trump has done. Yeah, I think
he is.
I think that's what he said.
I think he is playing the markets here for sure. Thanks, James. And the real Sal saying, my cousin is in the Lebanese army and he watches you always, and he told me to check you out.
Was stuck. Wait, go back. This was sucked in. Jew Hader has been sucked in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I get it now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm seeing people in the chat. Okay, thank you. And the real Sal is saying, my cousin is in the Lebanese army and he watches you always. He told me to check you out and for me to learn something about the Middle East because I don't care, but I'm not a fan. You guys are goated. Much love and respect. Oh wait, but because I don't care and I'm not a fan. I guess he was trying to say you guys are goated. Much love and respect. Yeah.
Wait, my cousin is in the Lebanese army. Okay, well, thank you. I hope the Lebanese army gets stronger and stronger and stronger against Hezbollah. And given that your cousin is a fan, please tell him or her that we appreciate him or her, and thank you for their service. Hopefully Lebanon will get strong enough one day to be able to stand against Hezbollah. And hopefully the Lebanese army at some point becomes more like a stronger ally to the Israeli army so that they could work with each other against Hezbollah.
Yeah. And also, if you're saying much love and respect, then how come you're making this comment? And I did see it. Who says, the real Sal is saying, is Addy old enough to be streaming on YouTube? He looks 12. Okay. Do I really?
That's a compliment.
12.
That's a compliment.
If I shave my facial hair, I'll look like I'm like 21 or 20. Wait, okay. He got me. He rage baited me. Oh, and then I mean, this guy just doesn't even stop. But he's down to $2, and he's saying day 50,000 of Iran Revolution Live, LMFAO.
How's that an attack? Are you saying that we will never give up until the Islamic Republic falls? You know that's a compliment. You know that's a compliment. You're saying that that shows resilience and determination. Yeah. That even if it takes 50,000 days, you're saying when it comes to fighting evil, we will never give up. That's a compliment, right?
Guys, this is Jew Hader.
Retarded. He's so stupid. He can get it.
I got it. Look. Oh, sorry. Look. It's him.
Hey, that's so good. Good job. Hey, you made that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great. Perfect, Ellie. Good job.
Trying to get to us, but he just can't.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
And Sarah, who's saying the regime is a bunch of Jew haters. We're golden. Yeah, I mean, if this is up what we're up against in terms of the regime supporters. Here's the thing: if you tried talking to these people in real life, you can't, right? Because you give them all these talking points and all this like rationale and logical thinking, and it just goes straight into one ear and out the other. It's just like, that's it. Thanks, Sarah. And he's back at it again. Oh, he's saying room temp IQ is thinking, we've been told to not come out on the streets. Big Nose is waiting for the right time, LMAO. Well, first of all, thank you for listening to our stream, because I've been saying that. And second of all, I'm so sorry that comment got to you. I didn't mean it. I hope you don't take it to to heart here.
Look how look how retarded this guy is. He's saying room temperature IQ is thinking what literally actually happened. Jueda, you know that actually did happen. It is out there. This is verifiable fact. So room temperature IQ is to think what actually happened. That is room temperature IQ. Are you kidding me? This guy's, oh my god, you need help. The Iranian people were told that now it's not the time. They were coming out and they were actually told, not by President Trump, by Prime Minister Netanyahu, by Prince Reza Pahlavi, and by CENTCOM Commander Admiral Cooper, that now is not the time. And the Iranian people were coming out only 40 days after the greatest massacre upon the Iranian people were coming out again, and they were told now it's not the time because the regime is armed and the Iranian people are not armed. So it makes sense. Unlike you, the Iranian people are not stupid. That's exactly what happened. And if you think basically believing what happened actually happened is room temperature IQ, you're beyond help. Like, you're actually beyond help. There's no saving you.
Sassy Frass is saying that Jew Hater is in over $100 now.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah.
The IDF is going to love that.
Yeah.
Well, Trump had a tele rally, and he
Yeah.
said a couple of things. Should we listen to it?
Oh yeah.
They're both like 20 seconds.
Yes.
Okay. So I want to get your thoughts on this, and I'll tell you my thoughts right after we listen to this as well. Share screen here. Here we go.
By the way, Jew Hater, hold on, wait, hold on this. Okay, before we play this, okay? I'm sorry that you're going to be in big trouble with your mom. So sorry about that. Hopefully she doesn't beat you up or something. But yeah, let's go.
Think of all the Fortnite skins you could have bought with that.
Good. All right, we'll get to you after this.
And probably you heard that today we settled up with Iran. We made a great deal. There'll be no nuclear weapons. People will start coming home very soon. It's pretty much completed. We got everything we wanted. The big thing is there will be no nuclear weapons in Iran. That means not developed and not purchased. They had a clause they won't develop. I said, what about purchasing? They said, well, we didn't cover that. So 2 days later, they agreed to that too. We got everything we wanted. But he also helped Barry to deliver.
So yeah, like this part right here.
Settled up with Iran. We made a great deal. There'll be no nuclear weapons. People will start coming home very soon.
He's saying we got everything we wanted, and people will start coming home very soon. That sounds like deception.
Well, it sounds like the only way to know what's happening is to wait until it actually happens.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Yeah. Who's agreeing to this exactly? The Islamic Republic is going around and shouting that there is no deal. Like this is all lies. Like, we haven't agreed to anything. That's what the Islamic Republic is doing. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. This is, I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Was that it? Was there a second one?
Yeah, no, that was it. Actually, that turned out to be both clips put into one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But we do have more Jew Hater. He's never failing to entertain us. Back up to $5. Saying IRGC and unions stage protests all the time. The Mossad agents tried, but we all know their fate. You said that before.
You said that. It's always the Jews. Anything that happens that I do not like is the Jews. It's the Jews. Always the Jews. If your mom beats you up because you maxed out her credit card, would that make her a Mossad agent? I wonder.
I think so.
Isn't that lazy, Jew hater? Like always, like you see the Iranian people rising up against it, like, oh, they're all just Mossad agents. Like, if you're doing conspiracy theories, like try to make it a little bit more nuanced. Just like, oh, every single person that is protesting against the regime is a Mossad agent. Like 5 million Mossad agents came out. Like, isn't that like just like make it more interesting? This is too lazy. This is too lazy. Like people are laughing at you.
Also, Jew hater, thank you so much for donating over $112 to Armin Navabi here. He very much appreciates your support. You are, I think, in the top 10 donators of today. Very much appreciated.
Thank you.
And he also said, thanks to Trump, Iran will now have billions upon billions and more support to the resistance. Gotta love 20D chess.
Oh wow! Oh my!
Damn.
Oh my God! So you're big. So your narrative is like, Daddy Trump, please bless us with money. Like, is that wow? The resistance is so powerful that they have to go to beg Daddy Trump. Apparently, you think that we rely on Trump? It seems like your resistance has to is so bankrupt that they have to go bend the knee to President Trump and give him everything he wants so that they could have a small percentage of everything that he has already taken from you. Are you fucking kidding me? Isn't that pathetically weak? You're hoping that the Islamic Republic could get a fraction of everything that President Trump has destroyed in the past 3 months because the Islamic Republic is begging to him because he has suffocating them with the naval blockade. They're so desperate for money that they're giving Trump what he wants. Like if what you're saying is happening, let me actually translate to you. If this is actually happening, this is the translation. President Trump has so effectively suffocated the Islamic Republic that they're begging him for some of the money back, a fraction of everything that he has taken from them back. In response, President Trump is getting them from them what he wants. That's what you're bragging about? Do you know how pathetic and weak this is? The state that you're celebrating here has to go to the person that is responsible for putting the supreme leader in the fridge. They're going to him and begging him for money, and you think that's strength? The man that is responsible for killing Ali Khamenei, the man that put your supreme leader in the fridge, is now standing with his boots on their neck, and they're asking for just a little bit of breathing room, and he's getting whatever he wants from them, and you think that is something to brag about? Do you know how pathetic that is? Do you not see what's happening here? It's embarrassing.
I mean, this guy does just
Guys, you see how
doesn't stop.
You see how I come up with these on the spot? Do you guys
Oh, yeah.
see? Do you guys see this? Oh my God! Give me more. Give me more. What else do you got?
He's got more. He's got more.
Okay.
First, Sherry wants to say, "Hear that, Jew hater? Trump's your daddy."
Yeah, Trump's your daddy. You're like, oh my God, we're so powerful. Trump is gonna give us some money. Wow. Wow. So much power, so much strength, so much strength.
We gotta send you back to the first grade so you can learn how to add and subtract.
Yeah.
Don't know the difference.
The economic superpower on this planet is just going to allow us to just, it's going to give us some crumbs. Wow, so much power.
Oh, listen. He says, Jew hater says, the Mossad agents are the violent ones. Not the regime, though.
Are you getting tired? Are you getting tired?
Back down to 2?
Back, like he's going bankrupt. He's like, you're not trying anymore. The Mossad agents are the ones.
But
like, is the best you got? Okay, this is at least look at this. Look at this. You put some thought into this one. This is just lazy. You're just getting lazy.
Yeah.
You want to go sleep?
And we have Ian Bloom from our group discussion is saying, I want to hear more about your upcoming Jew hatred funded vacation. I hear Tel Aviv is beautiful and thriving. I've always wanted to go.
Yes, I've been. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Tel Aviv is beautiful. You know, Jerusalem. I know I love Tel Aviv, but Jerusalem, nothing beats Jerusalem.
Yeah, I got to go one day.
Sorry. Yeah.
Any Israelis, please show me around.
Yes, guys. If me and Ali come to Israel, are there enough people to like host us and show us around? I mean, the Israelis are sleeping right now, so I don't know.
True.
Oh,
And-
hey, Juader, this is I wish you were here earlier. The Israelis are missing out on all of this. Next time, maybe. Oh, I mean, Amir is here, but the Israelis
True.
are asleep. They're not witnessing how I'm destroying you and embarrassing you in front of everybody. Hopefully, Israelis will watch this later.
And push-ups. Push-ups is saying, I want to make a joke, but dude is beyond parody. Yeah, I mean, he's a masochist. He just takes it.
Why make a joke? He's already a joke.
And thanks, push-ups.
But
And
thank you.
Shannon Moore, again, who says, in America, we have a saying, now that we know what you are, it's just a question of price. It's an interesting way of calling someone a, you know what. Thanks, Shannon.
Yeah, guys, if we keep going like this, we could basically do a group trip, all of us together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew Ader with another $5 who says, what Iran couldn't achieve via negotiations for decades was achieved in the 30-day war. It was 40 days, actually.
I
And
agree
actually, it's
with
quite the
this.
opposite.
No,
Well,
I
they were
agree with this.
negotiating. Well, what do you think about how
No.
they got the best of Obama, they got the best of Biden, but now with Trump?
No. If you actually use the word Iran properly, which is us, the Iranian people, are not the regime, this makes a lot. Jew hater, you are
I see.
accidentally correct. You are accidentally correct, okay? Because what Iran, meaning the Iranian people, couldn't achieve with negotiations, meaning trying to negotiate with the regime and do reform for decades, the Iranian people. It's because the regime is not Iran. The Iranian people are Iran, right? And the Iranian people try to negotiate with the Islamic Republic and try to get it to reform for decades, and they couldn't achieve that. And in 30-day war, how many dead? Mushtaba cardboard, IRGC leaders dead, the Islamic Republic weakened, Basiji bases destroyed, IRGC bases destroyed, Navy destroyed, air defense destroyed, Air Force destroyed, Islamic Republic financially bankrupt. So you're so accidentally correct. You just have to know that when we say Iran, we're talking about the Iranian people and not the regime. If you use the Iran word correctly, you actually ended up being correct. Good job. Not really, but okay.
And after that, we have the Ministry of Wrong Think with the Prince of Persia logo. Says, won't the pro-regime people in Iran see any deal with the U.S. as an act of treason against Islam itself? Aren't they signing their own death warrant? We've been saying that.
Yes, and first of all, guys, we do not judge what's happening based on what anybody's saying is happening. Okay, we don't know what's happening. We will judge what's happening after it happens and after it's confirmed that it has happened, right? So just be patient. And yes, that is true, that if the Islamic Republic gives anything to President Trump, any of the red lines that the Islamic Republic has been advertising for the past 3 months, if any of them is crossed, then it would be seen as treason against Islam. So let me see. Won't the pro-regime people in Iran see any deal Well, not any deal. Any deal that crosses, that doesn't abide by the conditions set by the supreme leader. But yeah, it would be considered as treason, and it will basically make the Islamic Republic lose all legitimacy among its own followers.
Yeah, absolutely true. Good question. Thanks, Ministry. And we have Conrad again, who says, Armin, I see a lot of arm the Iranian people. How can this be achieved realistically?
So there are multiple ways. What the way that I have been, if it was up to me, I would be doing it. I'll go over it very quickly. I think the best way is for using the USS Tripoli and USS Boxer to liberate Bandar Abbas, and then have Prince Reza Pahlavi and put a call to action for the Garde Javidan, for the Immortal Guard and the freedom fighting Iranian people to come to Bandar Abbas to get vetted by Mossad and the Prince Reza Pahlavi's team, and they get trained not just with guns but with drones by Ukrainians, in the same way that Ukrainians trained the opposition against Assad in Syria, and they were very effective at that. It only takes 4 to 7 months, and drones are becoming more and more user friendly and efficient, and it's becoming easier to learn how to use them. So get trained by Ukrainian soldiers with drone technology, and then once they're vetted and then trained, you arm them, and this requires very little troops on the ground. As soon as the Iranian people get armed, then it requires close to zero boots on the ground. It will only require Americans and Israelis to provide air support for this Iranian army, and then you keep expanding this army into Iran under the direction of Prince Reza Pahlavi and his team. And then by doing that, the Strait of Hormuz will never be the Strait of Hormuz will completely be out of the range of like most of the danger from the Islamic Republic as this army expands. And then you take city by city, and then also once you get all of the southern coastlines of Iran, you liberate all that area. United States could also take out some already filled up tankers of the Islamic Republic, give it to this new army of the Iranian people, for them to sell it in the free market and take that oil to pay the Americans for their aerial support and their military services, so that President Trump could say that we're providing this service to the Iranian people, but we're getting paid for it. So it's not a free service, and we're not putting boots on the ground. We're basically enabling the Iranian people themselves to fight for themselves. So this would be at zero cost to the Americans. Even the aerial support would be trained, because first of all, the Americans are not taking the oil to themselves. They're taking the oil and giving it to the Iranian people. The Iranian people are selling it, and they're spending it on paying the Americans, the Israelis, the Ukrainians for their services, and also for their own army, for paying their own army with the oil tankers that the Americans seize and give to the Iranian people. And this is why I think it should be done from the south. I don't think it should be done from any of the borders of Iran, that with the borders Iran has with any of the land borders that Iran has with any other countries, because we don't want to get any separatists involved. It should be from the Persian Gulf, because that's also the area where the Americans could provide a lot of aerial support, because they already have their Navy assets over there. That's what I think that's the best plan, in my opinion. And also the fact that you could take the tankers and fund this army also adds to the benefit of that.
Good answer. And I agree with that. If it takes that long, that's what we should do.
Yeah.
This guy's back with 3 super chats in a row saying that you lost, though. And that's the difference. No regime change. Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Is it over?
Where's your supreme leader? Where's your supreme leader? What happened to your, like, only an idiot in 3 months, you lost your supreme leader, your other supreme leader is missing, you lost all. How could you think you're winning? You took not a single commander from Israel or United States, not a single one. They took out all your top generals, all of them. and your supreme leader and your navy and your air force and your air defense, and you're still acting like you're the one who's winning, where your
Several
supreme
times over.
several times over, and you can't even bury your supreme leader. Your supreme leader is still above ground in a fridge. You think you're winning, and you're like, no regime change. It's been 3 months. It's been 3 months. The Soviet Union took 45 years to fall. And like, oh, no regime change. The regime that you support got closer to a collapse than even I thought, in such a short amount of time, faster than I thought was possible. I was optimistic, but apparently I wasn't optimistic enough. The amount of damage the Islamic Republic took in 3 months was something beyond my wildest dreams. And you think you're winning because you're still, it's like, you know what it's like, Ali? It's like if you're beating somebody up for like an hour straight and they're all bloody and all their teeth is broken in and every single bone is broken and they're like underground and you're like basically beating them, and you're coming up with a hammer and now you're basically hitting them. They're like, but I'm still alive. And like, yeah, okay, but we're making progress. This is great progress. It's like going into the bunker with Hitler and be like, well, you're still alive. Not like right at the final days, like, and saying like, well, it still hasn't fallen. Does that mean you're winning? Just because you're not dead yet, it doesn't mean you're winning.
And yeah, what's the next one?
But Ellie, this but a scratch. This but a scratch. This doesn't
Just
hurt.
a flesh wound.
It's just a flesh wound.
He's saying again that Iran will make all that money back. True, we will. And plus, China saw its resilience and will backstop them further.
Wow, such a superpower. China will save us. Well, look at what you sound like. You think you're so strong. You see how pathetic you sound. Like, it's not over for us. China will save us. They saw how great we are, and they will come and save us. You see how pathetically weak the Islamic Republic is, that you have to rely on China. You think China will come save you? Unbelievable. This is great.
There's a new element on the periodic table, and this guy's created it. He's injected it for many, actually it's been 160 days now? It's called copium. Because he says, if you think the supreme leader dying is regime change, you won, bro. Well, thank you for admitting it. We'll bury him soon. Also, what was it, like 5,000 Basijis or something like that in total were killed? Yeah.
If you think supreme leader dying is regime change, when did we say it's regime change? Did we say it's regime change? You fucking idiot! Who are you talking to? Did we say supreme? This is coping. This is real Jew hated. This is what coping looks like. You're talking. You're making your. This is a straw man. You're not even talking to us. We didn't say the supreme leader dying and being in a fridge above ground after 3 months after he's dead means that you're losing. It doesn't mean that we have achieved regime change. It just means that you're losing, and you know it, but you can't admit it. But it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't resist. It will be over soon.
Just let it happen.
Yes.
And he's saying, couldn't even smuggle Starlink without getting caught. Bro thinks Iranian people will be operating drones? Lol. This channel is brain rot. Wow. So he's either been watching or he's talking to someone who's been watching. It's very, very nice of you.
Couldn't even smuggle Starlink. They did smuggle Starlink. Like, I don't know where you're getting your facts from.
Wow, yeah, I don't know how were people connecting to the internet during the black? I don't understand.
Yeah,
how they could have done
you
that.
do know people did get thousands of Starlink. Like, what are you talking about? You're embarrassing yourself. What the hell are you talking about? They did smuggle thousands. This is embarrassing. I'm embarrassed on your behalf.
And Sammy Bonanno, who's saying, Jew hater is very generous. MashaAllah. Praise be to Allah.
Praise be to Allah.
Yeah, thanks, Sammy. And Jew hater this time is saying, how will Armin cope and spin to his audience when Iran receives hundreds of billions of their stolen assets in the next few weeks or months? How are you going to cope?
Well, I mean, I don't know why he thinks I would spin things whenever he.
I mean, that would be the best thing ever.
Like, no, like, have you not been? Sometimes I feel like he's watching our channel, but then he says something like this. I think he watches our channel, but he's too stupid to understand. I don't spin things. If something happens that I disagree with, I say this is bad. I don't know whose channel you're watching. I think you're lost. I don't spin things. Sometimes we have wins, and sometimes things happen that I do not approve of, and I don't spin it. I'm honest with my audience. I tell them this is not good. This is something that has happened that is not good. So again, you don't even know who you're talking to. You just assuming things, and it's embarrassing. No, every time something happens that I think it's a setback, I'm honest with my audience and I say this is a setback.
When you're saying Iran is going to receive it, you're right. We will receive our hundreds of billions in the next few months, probably. So, I'm gonna love to come back to that super chat. And Sherry, thank you, Sherry, who's saying, Jew hatred will destroy you. Support human life.
Human life. There we go. Fantastic.
Absolutely. Yeah, these guys are pretty anti-life. Death cult. And Ministry of Wrong Think, saying, Tusi has been screaming since all of this started that the people can't rise up while the U.S. is still involved. Even if this deal is real, the USA isn't abandoning Iran. They're getting out of the way. That's an excellent, that's such a good way of putting it. Like, that way of words is that they're getting out of the way. Because again, the Iranian people are going to finish it. We started it. We're going to finish it. We got help. They haven't abandoned us. They're going to help us fragment the regime. They came in, took out a lot of military stuff that they need to take out. And at the end of the day, as it always was going to be, we will finish it, no matter how long it takes. Thank you, Ministry. And Agent Anderson is saying, at least I didn't use a stolen credit card. Yeah, or
I
your
don't think it's
mom's.
stolen. I think it's his mom's. Yeah, his mom's. Yeah.
Oh my God! Wait, has someone counted? Are we at like $200 now? Because Jew hater is saying, Goldie will say, guys, don't worry. The money has secret bombs and they will detonate it. 12D chess. I was a politician. You're trying so hard.
You're trying so hard. Actually, if you listen to Goldie, many times that she is analyzing, even President Trump's statements, she's actually very honest. She's like, that's not how I would phrase it. I disagree with that. So you're not even paying attention when you're actually watching the live. She has actually mentioned many times, like, this is not right. This is not true. She supports many things that President Trump has done and said, but every time she sees something she disagrees with, she also points that out. So you're wrong about that. You're not. I mean, you're retarded, but there you go.
Very true. Very true, Armin. And the Ministry of Wrong Think again, who's saying, imagine losing millions per day from a blockade, then setting aside money for a random bot to crash out in super chats in an anti-regime podcast. I couldn't imagine that. That'd be crazy. If you told me that, that would be insane.
Amazing. All right. That's it. We had fun, guys. We had fun, but I gotta go.
Thank you so much, Jew hater. That was really fun.
Thank you. That was very good. You suck at hating Jews. Oh my God. You can't even hate Jews properly. Oh my God. Okay.
Is there anything he's good at?
I don't know.
Well, other than being retarded.
Yes. All right, guys. This was fun. And let me know how I did. I'm actually very proud of this session that we just went through.
Oh,
This
yeah.
was so.
Also,
Let me know.
Hater,
Yeah.
if you're still watching, please join our live discussions. We would love to have you. And please tune in tomorrow, and actually every day subsequently.
Every day. Yes, this was really great. Thank you for making our day. This was so nice. This was so nice. Okay, all right, guys. Did you guys have fun? I had fun. Great job, guys. Yes, thank you. Yes, I got another super chat. Rooster is saying, "Can we keep Jew Hater? He's funny." Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope he stays around. Yeah, we're not gonna.
Armin, can I keep it?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, fine. I'll share it with you. I'll
Yes.
share it with you. So, just you have to give it back though, okay? Whenever you're done. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my god, this is good. All right, guys. So we're gonna go. See you guys same time tomorrow. And until next time, I'm Israel Chai.
Israel
Slava
Chai, Slava
Ukrainian.
Ukrainian,
Cuba Libre.
Cuba Libre,
Long
Long Live America,
Javisha
Payende,
Payende
Iran.
Iran. See you guys same time tomorrow. Bye, guys.